What's up, y'all? Valhalla Sports Talk is on the air. Today we got some Cup Series racing. Toyota Save MART 350 from Sonoma. And Valhalla Sports Talk is here for all the action. What's up, everybody? What is up? Valhalla Sports Talk on the air. NASCAR on deck. They're racing left and rights in Sonoma. Road course racing here on the channel today. Hope everybody's doing well. Theo Sam Eagle checks in, says NASCAR and Val, a perfect combination. Have a great time. I hope you're doing well, Theo. Raphael says NASCAR time. Willie Bowen in the house. Eddie Spaghetti. Eddie. I tried Just Jeff, but it's not available in Texas. Not sure what that means. Let's go Chevrolet. DraftKings, says Chris Davis. I drive by that racetrack 5 times a year, says Eric Golden. What's up, Michael Lowe? RM in the house. But hope everybody's doing well. Happy Sunday. Happy freaking Sunday, y'all. See how this goes. So Fox, they've got Jamie McMurray in the booth this week. Freeman home run 1-3. Oh, did Freeman just hit a home run? I missed it. I was literally just on there. Good deal. Gets him a home run and goes and hits that the pink drink. A little bit of that pink drink. All right, I got to leave that. What's up, Michael Lowe? There's a Circle K right next to that racetrack, so I can grab some lunch. 22 in the house. We'll see what kind of crowd we get today. Are you guys able to hear the music? Mark Fetter's in the house. Yes, you can hear the music? Okay, it just looks weird here for some reason. All right, I'm a little worried about the stats page today because I don't have anything coming up on either of the NASCAR channels. Well, there we go. All right, so let's try to dial this in real quick. All right, they're going to go to a commercial on Fox. The race is telecast on Fox today. And they're going to interview Harvick when they come back. All right, where is my top 3 at, y'all? I don't have my watch on. Hey, Butterfly. Butterfly in the house. No. It's a road course, Eric. They don't race it at night. Nope. Wow, this is crazy, y'all. I can't find the top 3. Here it is. There we go. All right, let's go to the stat screen, dial it in. All right. It's the Yeller orange. Hope everybody's doing well. Cool, Freddie got a home run there. A little worried. Denny Hamlin on the pole today. Daniel Suarez on the overlay. He won the race last year. Having some Jack and Coke Zero with my breakfast, says Yellowman. What's for breakfast, bro? What's for breakfast? All right, here we go. They're about to interview Harvick. I'm going to listen. Let me turn off this music. No, I don't think Patrick will ever race in NASCAR again. 20 likes so far. So Harvick's last race at Sonoma, y'all. He's won here before. And of course, Fox, I think, is this the first Fox race of the year? Or no? So the track is just under 2 miles long, y'all. It goes up and down through Sonoma, California. Harvick currently on a Toyota Tundra, driving around the track, riding around the track. Track is right off the highway. So then NBC must be about to take off, right? Aren't we at like the halfway point where another network takes over? Out in the middle of nowhere, Eric? Willie says, I had a ribeye steak omelet, hash browns with margarine and sour cream, whole wheat toast with mixed fruit, jelly, apple juice for breakfast. Dang, Willie. Cloudy but warm in the South Bay today for Yellowman. Look at that big grocery cart driving down the track, y'all. Look at that big ass grocery cart. That's pretty cool. The Costco cart, says Jamie. There you go, Yellowman. What kind of dog do you have, Yellowman? Nathan Elliott. Willie didn't mess around on the breakfast front today, y'all. Did not mess around. I see the highway you're talking about there. Pitbull Mutt or something, Yellowman? You need to put him up in the Discord on the Pets of Valhalla section. I'd like to see what he looks like. Diamondbacks, y'all. Diamondbacks in baseball came back again today. They were down by like 5 runs in the 9th, or they needed a bunch of runs. Parachuter coming down with the 4 Forever logo. He looks like he's off course. Let's see where he lands. Okay, they're interviewing Harvick now. We could, Eric. They got to get going. Yeah, get it, Yellowman. Put your dog up in there, bro. I did try to get it a hottie at work on there. Never smashed. Who are Harvick sponsors? Ford, Mobile One, Bush Beer, Hunt Brothers Pizza. Ream, Goodyear. I didn't hear about that, Eric. Greeting and salutations, Valhalla from Austria. Watched Le Mans today. Hope you and the COO are doing great. Appreciate it, Brontosaurus. Mike says I posted a few pictures of Chloe on there. Cool, I'll check them out. Terrifies me when he goes in there, Eric. I saw that the Hendrick entry in the 24 Hours of Le Mans finished today. That's this car here that they're racing at the track. All right, this time the American flag is coming in via parachute. I want one of those paper helmets there those guys are wearing. They're paper driver helmets. All right, Walter about to do his grid walk right now. Clay Lewis, what's up, Valhalla? Did you hear about the wildfire in Canada? Well, of course. Florida Gators. Yeah, Harvick's starting way back there, 21st. All right, Braun Strowman, a WWE superstar, is with Kyle Busch there on the grid, talking to him. Chloe Alazar, she is my roommate's dog, says Michael Lowe. 30 in the chat, y'all. So the wrestler dude has a Busey shirt on, a Hawaiian Busey shirt. I want one of those. I think I'm going to start wearing Hawaiian shirts or bowling shirts on stream, y'all. Shake up the wardrobe. .45 is the car of the day. You got to love a car with the beast on the side. We don't talk about Canada. This is Michael Lowe. But see you getting hit hard? Not shocking. Let me peek over there. Let me go peek. A lot of Phillies on the bases, runners on the corners. Four likes away from 30. I got the hiccups. Let's get a double play here. Is Tommy in the house? Bunt. That'll score one, and they won't even get the out at first. They got a guy hung up for a second. Guy hung up between second and third. He's out. Marsh gets tagged out there, but they put another run on the board. So Freddie's home run just got him one run. I thought it was a 3-run shot. Anywho, not looking good for the Doyers right now. Tommy says, I heard Canada is the cool place where leprechauns live. Leprechauns are from Ireland, Tommy. Come on, bruh. Leprechauns obviously live in Ireland. Butterfly dropping the link to the Discord, y'all. Join the Discord. Let's get a couple hundred up in there. We're pushing that 100 number, but we should be well over that. All right, back to it. Man, 30 in here at the beginning of the race. Things have changed, y'all. I'm going to have to change programming on this channel, or this channel is going to die. $34 up in here, up in here. Bring in the dancing girl, says Michael Lowe. I noticed what that one guy is doing on his NASCAR streams, and it's dirty. But what he's doing is whenever there's a restart or anything like that, he's holding his cell phone up that he has the race on, and he's showing his cell phone. All right, so opening ceremony starting right now. All right, they're going to do the national anthem. I'll go off camera while that occurs. I'll be right back, y'all. Earl Smith, team pastor, giving the invocation. Tiffany Woys, a country music singer, for the national anthem. All right, national anthem complete. A flyover by two F-18s. So what he was doing there, y'all, during the national anthem was he was showing his TV. That shit ain't gonna fly. Literally showing his TV, has the camera pointed at his TV. I do miss them trucker stop churches. Well, what's that, Rich? Did they have like tents along the way? People would set up a tent or whatever and do church on Sundays? It's kind of wild. Yeah, well, I didn't report him or nothing. He's just doing his deal. But even then, the view counts are way down this year, y'all. They're crazy down across the board. Oh, absolutely, Eric. Absolutely. Yeah, that's part of the thing on my channel that I think is part of the reason that I think I've struggled is that I'm not in a small enough niche. I try to play the field. I try to do all my favorite teams. And it's probably hurt me quite a bit, but I don't know. I don't know how I would change that. I don't know how if I'm willing to change it that way, I guess you would say. We'll see. We'll see. All right, so Suarez, who won last year, will be rolling off ninth. Hamlin is the pole sitter, of course. Clayton Lockhart checks in. What it do, Valhalla? Just wanted to stop by and smash the like before I hit the road. Hey, be safe, Clayton. It doesn't look real green in Sonoma right now. It looks kind of bland. I figured it would be more green right now. Appreciate it, Michael Lowe. Luis says the green season ended in May. Really? So like during the summer, it's like burned out as far as all the crops have died. I asked that because my grapes in the backyard, they are in full bloom right now. A few stops had actual little chapels for us. It was a small and in person, something hard to find in a large church. It's kind of like how it was in the army, dude, when we were deployed. I've never been a churcher, but yeah. What's up, Travis Floyd? Toyotas are upset Ferrari beat them at Le Mans now. Yeah, the Toyotas are up front here today. Hayward hit a home run now, 2-4 Phillies. All right, so I'm going to have to try to find the audio for this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Not going to be on there. Race Center. we might not have audio today. All right, here we go. Here's the start your engines command, y'all. Let's get a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being best. All right, the actor Adam Levine. Definitely give him a. That might have been my favorite of the year. I'm going to give him a solid 8.9. 8.9. Oh, I'm sure you did, Rich. All right, so they go to a commercial break. All right, I'll see if this will work. If it makes me crash, y'all, it makes me crash. But let's see if this works. They're in a commercial break right now. Grapes of Wrath. I'm gonna have to start a wine company now. So I'm gonna return tomorrow with Raven from Valhalla, the Sportscast podcast. I'm thinking about moving that back a couple hours, but I'm not sure yet. And I'm thinking about changing it from every day, Monday through Friday, to every other day, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But not sure. Not sure. I do know I'm not loading it properly to Google Podcasts. But we're only 5 episodes in. No, he's talking about the race audio, Butterfly. I'm trying to get that right now. We'll see if it's too much load on the computer, though. It's weird. Some weeks they have the audio on NASCAR.com. Some weeks they don't. So it's hard to plan for it if you don't know what they're going to do. I do like the 4-car today. There's a lot of good-looking cars in this race. So am I behind or in front of the TV? I'm just behind it. All right, let's listen in, see what they're doing.
NASCAR invades Northern California today. The second road course of the season presents its own sorts of unique twists and turns. Will Daniel Suarez go back-to-back? Or will someone new rise?
All right, give me an audio check, y'all.
Cement themselves into the playoff conversation. It's time to run, and you better keep up.
No. If you show it, that you get copyrighted, Grayson. The sound, they cannot copyright the sound. It's the audio, the video that gets you in trouble, Grayson. Believe me, I know. I've been through it.
Who drinks from the chalice this year? Find out next. This is NASCAR on Fox from Wine Country.
Welcome to Sonoma, where yesterday Denny Hamlin scored his second
So we about to get to it, y'all.
goal ever, and his first at this tricky 12-turn road course in
Well, the
Sonoma.
music is like something that, okay, here's the deal, Butterfly. So music, right? Music is something that it's been recorded, and the YouTube thing can listen for it and say, hey, that's been recorded before. Okay? Whereas the race audio, as an example, Jamie Little is talking right now. She has never said this before. So it's not copyrighted at this point. It's the music that has already been recorded that'll get you in trouble. That's why you have to mute commercials, because you never know when they're going to throw in a song in a commercial.
I got it down for one lap.
Another example, Hamlin has never said what he's saying right now.
Will lead the field to green for the first time at Sonoma, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Tyler Reddick.
So Harvick win is first on my agenda, on my hopes. And I'd like to see, if Harvick doesn't win it, because he's starting way the hell back there, I'd like to see Ty Gibbs get his first win.
Along with many other drivers who have this one circled on their calendar. He's the outside pole sitter, Clint.
Let's dial him up. How about you, Tyler Reddick, sporting the boys up in the Fox booth? You got us?
Yes, sir.
So this preview on Fox is only good for 55 minutes. I just noticed.
Been red hot on these road courses, winning at Coda 3 out of the last 5. Haven't won here. Can you change that today?
So I'm going to lose this audio too.
Really good car. It's just all about executing today. We'll try and do that. That's our ability, and just take it one stop at a time.
All right, buddy. Thanks a lot.
So maybe what I got to go do is go to...
Tyler Reddick checking pit road speed. Let's have a look at our Toyota Save Mart 350 starting grid. Denny Hamlin first. Sonoma pole anchors an all Toyota front row with Tyler Reddick. Row number 2, Michael McDowell, the fastest Ford in town. He finished 3rd here last year, along with Christopher Bell, a 2-time road course winner. Best Chevy in the field, A.J. Allmendinger. Both of his Cup wins have come on road courses. And rookie Ty Gibbs, his best road course start. Row 4, Chris Buescher in a Ford, and Martin Truex, a 3-time Sonoma winner in a Toyota. In the 5th row, Daniel Suarez, last year's winner in a Chevrolet. Chase Elliott's back. He's a 7-time road course winner, but it's his first road course race of the season today. Let's dial up Daniel.
Hey, Daniel Suarez, it's Jamie Mack up in the Fox booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
All right, amigo, you won this race 1 year ago. Based on what you saw yesterday, practice and qualifying, do you think you got a car that can get it done again today?
Yep. Definitely.
I'm pushing the limit here, y'all. So if we drop, I'll come back up.
Super easy for us, but you know, my team never quit believing in me, and I never quit believing in them. And we made some good adjustments. We put the car in the right direction, and I feel like right now we are going to be in the hunt.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck. And when you get over there to turn 3, give the Daniel's amigos a wave when you go by. All right.
Yep. Let's do it. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. You guys have fun.
All right, NASCAR fans, it's your last chance this year to win.
All right, so we're
$10,000
under warm here, right?
On the Fox Bet Super 6. Just download the Super 6 app on your phone now. Enter your 6 race predictions. Download now. Get your picks in before the contest closes. Beautiful day in wine country. Let's go to pit road. Jamie Little.
Good afternoon, Mike. You know, one name we've talked a lot about this year is Ty Gibbs, mostly because of the tremendous speed that this rookie has. So could today be the day he has that breakout first Cup career win? It could be. If qualifying was any indication, this could be his day. He had never seen this racetrack until Friday. Never even been in Northern California until Friday, and he goes out and qualifies 6th. You keep your eye on that 54. He's pretty good at these road courses, Regan.
Jamie, Michael McDowell, somebody we always have to watch on the road courses. He finished 3rd in this race a year ago, qualified 3rd yesterday. Told me this race car better than that car 1 year ago. Keep an eye on him today. Mike?
Thanks, Regan. The all-new Toyota Camry TRD, driven by WWE superstar Braun Strowman, is leading the field to green. and Noe Elizondo.
All right, so here we go.
Starter ready to wave the green flag. And we're racing in
Green flag is out at Sonoma.
Great jump right off the bat with Denny Hamlin. Christopher Bell almost got in there with him, taking a spot over Reddick. Off the racetrack here a little bit.
You see Reddick fighting back really hard on the outside.
So Hamlin to the lead on lap 1 of 110.
Reddick had something worked out. You see Reddick hits that
2 miles around
momentum,
this road course.
The start, a little give and take.
Not the best start for Reddick for sure.
Turn 4, Gibbs and Truex side by side for 4th.
Let me tell you this.
Whoa, look at him fan out here to 7.
This is the 4 into 7 that I was talking about. That's the first opportunity, a huge passing zone.
Oh, there's an issue for Suarez. He didn't get off turn 4 very good, and then was slow off 7. Looks like it's running again now.
So there's quite the change in elevation at this track. They're coming downhill now, pretty heavy.
Starting to get it sorted out here up front.
Off turn 10, and now this shoot into 11. The dive bomb area.
All right, they're coming around through this paper clip here that goes by pit road.
You see all those guys went down to the bottom to block, and McDowell kind of thought about trying to make that outside work.
And the grandstand at the start-finish line. Hamlin leads lap 1.
Hamlin leads lap 1. From Bell, Reddick,
Now they're going back uphill, y'all. It's all uphill after the start-finish line.
He took the words out of my mouth. First thing I saw when they were coming around there, 5 in a row.
Beautiful track, says Chris Davis.
Toyota's up. Allmendinger, he's holding strong right there in 6th. I think he's a dangerous guy for this race. Always a threat.
Used to drag race at Sonoma? Crazy.
He makes some hay today.
He's good on all the road courses, but this has been his weakest one if you had to pick one of the tracks that we run at.
All right, let's check with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
Let's take a look at the Sonoma.
So in an hour, y'all, I'm gonna have to figure out about the audio because this is only good for 49 minutes.
They are 25, 30, and 55. But no
we got 50 even in the chat though. Welcome to Valhalla Sports Talk's coverage of NASCAR Cup Series racing.
40 to 44 laps.
It's the Toyota Save Mart 350 from Sonoma.
3 stops, maybe even 4.
Well, thanks, Larry. And the elimination of stage breaks creates a lot of different strategies available for these teams. Turn 11, you're down to 33 miles an hour in the middle of that corner.
Hamlin leads lap 2.
All the way up and into turn 1 from there.
So it's Hamlin, Bell, Reddick, your top 3. Hamlin's lead over Bell, 0.7 of a second, 1.7 over Reddick.
New asphalt, Jamie, in turn 3. Where they've done some patching and repaving right at the apex of that corner. Give you a little more grip, a little more run there.
Yeah, and Mike, I was shocked. Clint and I did go take a lap around the track this morning. I let Clint drive, shockingly, and we couldn't believe how rough the track has gotten over the last few years. I know they had some erosion issues in certain parts of the track. You talk about that new pavement, but overall, the whole track, huge bump right here on the exit of turn 4, just as you get to that wall. You know,
Ty Gibbs up to 5th. Truex is in 4th.
But the key to this race and what we're going to talk about the entire race is just managing those rear tires. So Denny Hamlin right now maybe could run a little quicker, but he's just managing that gap based on where Christopher Bell is behind him.
We are told Daniel Suarez thinks he might have missed a shift, and if that happened, overrev the engine, that could be trouble.
Uh-oh, Suarez might have jacked up his car.
700 RPM that thing hit.
I can tell you, his concern. You couldn't understand him. At any time you hear that engine at 9,700 RPM, that's extremely high. Off the pace, 20 spots. Daniel Suarez is off the pace last year's winner.
Well, and just to be clear, you don't necessarily miss a shift in this car with that sequential shifter like we maybe had before. It's that you just continue to go the wrong direction maybe with the shifter.
Over rev.
You think so, Yellowman? You think they'll be sellers at the deadline because of that TV
remember,
deal?
Guys, he ran the Xfinity Series race, which is that 4-speed H pattern, and he did that 9,700.
I'm going to have to do the play-by-play, Brontosaurus. I'm trying to work on it here, bro.
It's over rev on a downshift. That's the only thing that'll blow an engine through the rev limiter. You know, when you're going up through the gears, the rev limiter is there to protect the engine.
Hamlin still leads, almost pushing that lead out to a full second over Bell.
And you know, Clint, we talk about the
3 Toyotas leading the way.
Series race yesterday for a lot of these guys. Eric Almirola wins that. you get the track time, but the cars are different now compared to what we had a few years ago.
Riding along with Daniel Suarez, now
Oops, I screwed that up, y'all.
you know what happened. You heard it. As a race car driver,
paranoid
it's
now.
the worst, most god-awful sound you've ever heard in your life. Look at this. Door-to-door beating on each other.
That is William Byron making the pass.
Right side, right side, right side.
Let's go back to Daniel Suarez. And in an H-pattern box with a floor shifter, second to third, you push to the right and away from you. If you do that in this box, you downshift.
Listen to this.
Guaranteed that they dump some of those contracts for prospects. They're nearly 20 games back.
So that was on a
What?
shift. See, he was trying to shift.
I thought they were only
gear.
like
That's
7
exactly
games
what he
back.
did. He was thinking going second to third across that gate, just exactly like Larry told you in that Xfinity race yesterday. That's what he did all day long. When he pushes that baby forward, she downshifts into first.
Muscle memory.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I was going to say.
Lap 5 of 25 in stage 1, 5 of 110 in the race. It's Hamlin, Bell, Reddick.
First lap in this car and just simply made a mistake, but I am 100% with you. I'm paranoid right now. Like, what's that engine going to do?
72 in the chat.
No, that's the only thing you can think about. You can't even hit your marks because all you're thinking about is the sound of that motor, just waiting for it to go south.
I don't see any real movement. Elliott sits in 9th, Kyle Busch in 10th.
Christopher Bell by 0.7 of a second. On this date in 2006, Hamlin got his first
Harvick
ever
all the
win
way down in
the NASCAR
25th.
Cup Series. 17 years later to the day, he is looking for his 50th career.
I appreciate it,
Very
Brontosaurus.
impressed with these Toyotas so far. Extremely strong. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see them lined up. Look at McDowell. Michael McDowell in the 34 and Buescher in the 17. These guys are the guys that you just aren't accustomed to hearing about. They are the real deal on this racetrack.
5 laps complete.
What's up, big dog? The big dog in the house, y'all.
Second.
Grab a nice cold Coke, sugar, and buckle up.
What, Daniel? I didn't understand what you said, sir.
NASCAR on Fox.
All right, Fox goes to a commercial, y'all. Fox to a commercial break. Giants are ahead of San Diego. You think Soto's going to get traded? I don't know, bro. I don't think they'll give up on him that quick. They've kind of picked it up a little bit the last couple weeks. Doubt they have the cash to make an offer, says Yellowman. Let me peek in on the Dodger game while we're in a commercial break here. It's in a commercial break as well. The Padres have one more year of control on Soto after this year. I thought it was over this year. You might be right, though. I forgot to do my my Super 6 deal today. Forgot. But 54 up in here. NASCAR Cup Series racing. Soto's overrated, says Mark Fetters. What's up, Mark? So NASCAR has Chase Elliott's in-car camera on YouTube right now. Presented by Coca-Cola. But we're back to it, y'all. back to it at Sonoma. We can find it. Did it log me out? We have to re-sign in. Oh no, what happened, y'all? I lost it. Anyway, Hamlin's still in first at lap 8 of 25. It's Toyota. Toyota's all the way through the top 5. Gibbs has moved into 5th. Reddick is just in front of it, but it's 5 Toyotas up front. Here we go.
On that paint, NASCAR has the bottom of that marked, but those drivers all with the door of the car will keep working those tires in lap after lap.
Well, and remind you, it's on the blind side of your race car. When you're turning that right-handed corner, you're as close as you can to those tires because that's where the grip is on that paint. You put your right side tires on that paint, and it all
better to get rid of a player a year earlier rather than a year late.
And I think that only gets better. It's like that's fresh paint, Jamie, and then as it starts to get.
I saw that they were looking into that, Brontosaurus. I saw the Jaguars were looking into possibly playing games at Daytona should they get that stadium, but I don't think that stadium is a guaranteed deal. I don't think they have funding for that stadium yet.
No grip.
Martin Truex is the biggest mover. He's
just like I don't think the A's have funding in Vegas for a stadium either. I don't think that's a done deal either.
Doesn't surprise me. Always extremely fast out here.
Yeah, and he's one of those guys. You talk about managing the rear tires, protecting the rear tires. Martin Truex Jr., veteran, been around forever. Won here 3 times. You mentioned he's as good at that as anybody.
It's Hamlin, Bell, Truex, Reddick, Gibbs, your top 5.
6 spots. Regan.
That's right, Mike. He's been on the move early on. Crew Chief Rudy Fugo told me that yesterday they did not like this race car at all. He threw everything at this car overnight that they could based on the rules, swung for the fences. Well, so far it appears that he did pretty good with that swinging for the fences because that race car, according to William Byron, is...
You know, I haven't taken you guys to the alternate screen at all, have I? What an idiot.
Daniel Suarez, after that missed shift, he went from 10th to 29th, and he thought maybe his engine was going south. Seems to be okay right now, and his crew chief Travis Mack said, all right, that just gives us an opportunity to be more aggressive on strategies. Only made up 2 spots since then, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie. Denny Hamlin's lap times have fallen off almost 2 seconds from his fastest lap on lap 2, and Christopher Bell has caught him.
Yeah, and I've been watching Denny's lap times. It seemed like if he needed to, he could gap Christopher Bell out a little bit. But that last lap, he had a rough lap, and we get to lap 10, Clint. It makes me think about at some point in the run, your car slides, and you never get that grip back, and maybe Denny Hamlin's finally hit that point.
Well, it takes me to the exit of 7, right? Exit of 7's where you put the power down, the forward drive up off. That's where you spin the tires, if you will. But if you keep
no problem, Brontosaurus.
Then all of a sudden, through the S's, like we talked about earlier, you start getting laterally loose because you wore those rear tires out on the exit of 7.
I'm gonna tell you, they got to watch those Truex. He is running those top 2 down.
I don't get what NASCAR's doing this year with these wipers, the windshield wipers and the
he's catching both Bell and
the rain tire days. It seems like they've had a number of times where the rain happened and they didn't have the wipers on, but now it's a sunny day in Sonoma, and every one of these cars has a windshield wiper on it.
The rookie was quite a surprise here. In round 1 of
What's up, Sheila?
Had a good enough lap. He didn't have to try again, as many others did, and advanced to the final round. Says he really enjoys road racing in this place in particular.
You heard that car bottom out on the rub blocks underneath the car when he went up and over that curb on 3A.
Then A.J. Allmendinger in 6th.
Cowboys had a fire in a row of porta potties today near the stadium.
Right behind him, the first Ford in the race.
Is that a harbinger of things to come for the Cowboys?
Starting to run them down a little bit, starting to stack them up a little bit. I think you're going to see.
Oh, absolutely. Allmendinger always on a road course.
Extremely strong.
Brontosaurus always on a road course. Hamlin's lead is now over a full second over Bell. 1.6 over Truex, 3.9 over Reddick, and 4.3 over Gibbs.
This is for 26th.
I don't remember saying I wasn't going to do NASCAR. I just said it was in danger.
From the pole.
Here we go. Commercial break. Think that was some credence? I had a Carl's Western Burger last night, and the bacon was burned. That's a rarity, bro. That's a rarity, Yellowman. Usually at Carl's, man, you're like, why don't they cook this bacon more? We're going to get burgers from that burger joint up the street here. Not right up the street, but the other one. There's a new one a little ways down. We're going to get burgers tonight. Burgers and fries. Cowboys on an upgrade, says Butterfly. That was Grateful Dead, were they? Yeah, well, hopefully I don't get in trouble for that. I love the Western bacon, Luis. I love the Western bacon. I love their onion rings there as well. But they rarely do they burn the bacon at Carl's Jr. Try the jalapeno burger. It'd be tough for me. If I go up to a drive-thru at Carl's Jr., it's tough for me not to just say Western bacon burger, order onion rings, and whatever you got that tastes orange on the Soto side. So tomorrow on the podcast, one of the things I'm going to talk about in the overtime segment is something about the Sinaloa Islands, chat. Do you know about the Sinaloa Islands? I went down a rabbit hole on Friday night with that whole deal. Absolutely amazing. But I'll touch on it during the pod tomorrow. You get double onion rings. Brodosaurus says, laughter here in Australia at the Bacon Burger King and Maud are great here. I'm not sure what that means. Mark says this chat always makes me hungry. We do talk about food a lot here.
And thousands of fans.
All right, I got 30 minutes left of my free pass.
And some great racing, like Martin Truex taking the low line on Christopher Bell to take second place.
Textbook pass. There's 7 right there.
I don't get Patrick Mahomes, bro. If you're going to take Hunter, I should be able to get Mahomes.
Unbelievable. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and Denny Hamlin was able to get away from Christopher Bell right before.
So the Dodgers have lost officially now?
Watching from our aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering the race.
No, they're still playing.
Flag and every mile in between.
7-3.
More driven.
7-3, top of the 8th. Runners on the corners.
We're going to find out what he has right now because I think he's been managing that lead with what he needed to with Christopher Bell. But Truex has been able to match his lap times, if not a little bit better. So we'll see if Hamlin.
Walla Walla onions make the best onion rings, says Big Dog.
Christopher Bell did. He had he had Truex shadowing him for more than a full lap. But Bell chose the one point on the track to let Truex by where it wouldn't slow down either one of them.
To lose the least.
All right, so Truex has moved into second place, y'all.
And they're teammates, right? So they are going to work a little bit.
But he's almost a
together.
full 3
And
seconds
also
behind Hamlin.
The early stages of the race. We get down to the final part of the race, maybe not so friendly.
Harvick not moving anywhere. He's 22nd. But Toyota's dominating. Top 4 cars are Toyotas. Allmendinger has moved into 5th, though.
I think you're going to see that gap in between Truex and Hamlin shrink very fast. Obviously slowed him up a little bit.
Well, we're doing NASCAR today, Butterfly.
Said very efficient pass.
My nose itches.
Christopher Bell, but this Truex is here.
I got to get the monkey for the NASCAR thing. I need to put the monkey up here when I go off camera.
We see with all these guys in the front, all all the Toyotas.
Hello,
They're not having to
COO.
use the curbs to make the car turn. And we talked about that you couldn't
How are
be so
your
aggressive on the
taquitos,
curbs.
your
One thing that the
tacos?
drivers will do, especially right here in turn 7, you see Michael McDowell, Chase Elliott, Chris Buescher, all those guys get up on that curb. It's to help that car rotate and get a straight drive on exit.
Well, you just said it. You rattled them all off, and I think a big reason you're seeing that, starting to see these
11 laps to go in stage 1. We're on lap 15 of 110 in the race.
Starting to get really close on the back bumper. Look for some passes among these cars right here.
Talked to Chase Elliott this morning, and he told us that the reason you can't curb hop in the fast corners here is this car. Here comes Chase to the inside. Looking at Buescher, going to close the
Brontosaurus, as you were talking about bacon here in Australia, no problem with the bacon. I was working in a kitchen here. It was Onion Friday. The smell aroma was amazing. Nothing smells better than cooking bacon.
Exactly right. There's two key places to pass here, and if you can't get it done in turn 11,
Grilled onions and bacon, a match made in heaven, says Luis.
Trying to set them up, as you say, to get back over to turn 7.
And even 50 in the chat, y'all.
in the fast corners, like say turn 2, where everybody
I was thinking the other day that on my channel, my base is about 50. So folks that are real loyal to the channel, it seems to be the most loyal is about 50 total people.
Over the years, you see all the cool shots of the cars way up in the air. That was all
Someone is saying something about you behind your back when your nose itches, Valhalla. People be talking about me all the time, then Butterfly.
I
think I might have me a little boogie trying to break loose up in there.
Look at Chase Elliott at the back of this pack. There's 4 or 5 cars all stacked up in front of him. It's going to be hard to pass. I'm immediately hoping that my crew chief is going to pit me just a lap or 2 earlier because we know how much tire fall off there. Here's 2.5, 3 seconds at the end of the stage. Hopefully, I mean, I would even give up the stage points if I'm Chase Elliott, knowing that I've got to win to get into the playoffs. Do what we have to do to win the race.
Might have me a little boogie trying to break.
Just not close enough, Larry.
Separate from the mothership.
Talked about the strategy, and I think really
2 pigs in heat equals making bacon.
Everybody's kind of thinking a 3-stop strategy, which would be somewhere around 28, 30 laps a run. But to Jamie's point, I think
get the tweezers out and fish that bad boy out live, says Butterfly. You're a sicko, Butterfly.
You're going to try to leapfrog these guys by getting there a little
Want me to
early
pull
and
a big
taking
hanger out?
4 fresh tires.
I just yank on it when I'm off camera. Yellowman says, what does it mean when your jock itches? It usually means you need to take a shower. You need to hit the shower.
Exactly what Larry said. No chance of him getting stage points. So go ahead and pit. Try to cycle ahead. It's hard to pass, but that's an easy way to pass, knowing how much faster you're going to run when you pull back out on fresh tires.
Interesting battle here.
Mark says, please don't do that, Valhalla. Please don't do that. See if we get the world record for the biggest hanger.
This is where you start separating, you start realizing what you have. This is where a balance becomes so important in your car. You can't be too tight.
Denny Hamlin has led them all, y'all. There's 9 laps to go in stage 1. Truex still 3 seconds back. Bell almost 5 seconds back.
Every driver in the top 5 has won.
And Fox about to go to commercial. Fox to a commercial, y'all. Those will be your biggest views yet, says Butterfly. Yellowman says, I thought maybe someone was thinking about my jock when my jock itches. I don't know that it works that way. Does it, Butterfly? Man, the old wind is a-blowing in southern Arizona today. Big old gusts from time to time. Blaney is way down there in 35th, big dog. SG checks in, says, I had pancakes for breakfast today. I love me some blueberry pancakes. There you go, dude. Did your mama make them for you? And what kind of syrup you put on your blueberry pancakes? $27 minutes left in my free preview. Ever play the Make and Bacon dice game? Asked Travis. No, I haven't. I guess, can you even buy any other kinds of syrup in the stores? The only place I've ever seen like flavored syrup, different flavors of syrup, was at IHOP. I don't even know if you can buy different flavors of syrup in the stores. Harvick fighting hard to get in the top 20. Butterfly says, I usually don't eat bacon, but if I do, it has to be extra crispy. We have infused syrup at my job. Is that for pancakes? And is that the weirdest thing that they make there, Yellowman? You having a BLT there, Chris? In Montana, they sell huckleberry syrup at the gift shops. Very, very tasty, says Big Dog. We don't make it, we just resell it, says Yellowman. All right, here we go. Let's get back to it. We're approaching the end of stage 1.
Denny Hamlin has led them all. Here's the update on the Coca-Cola family of drivers with Chase Elliott 9th. Joey Logano up 3 spots to 14th from the start. Austin Dillon.
The shop had infused gravy during Thanksgiving. Brandon B checks in. This race is going to come down to pit stops. Pretty tough to pass. Looks almost impossible. They'll start running into each other later, though. Guaranteed they'll start running into the back of one another to get past people. But yeah, Hamlin's lead now, 3.4 seconds. Keselowski, the first to pit road.
Ryan Blaney made his pit stop and was too fast exiting.
Blaney penalized for too fast on pit road. Oops. 5 laps to go in stage 1.
To be the man to beat. He was on a mission, but he had a little hiccup in qualifying and started back in 16th. Well, he's made up 6 positions so far. And
I shaved yesterday. I'm rocking that baby face. Me too, bro. I shaved today. I shaved today.
Not falling off much. He's really good on the long run, but you see Larson now just turned the 2nd fastest lap so far.
Yeah, that last lap, Jamie, Larson was 0.2 quicker.
Look at who has arrived in 5th place, Michael McDowell.
Close to within about 3.5 seconds of Denny Hamlin.
Hear how fast he grabbed that ship.
Sheila says that can of butter is amazing. Yummy.
Gives up a little more speed entry to you, just focuses on getting off the corner. And he's not really using any curb in there either. Much better that time. I felt better.
2 likes away from 50, y'all.
Well, at least we agree, right?
Right. So I heard him short shift off to 7. Once these tires start wearing out, you can't put the throttle down. One of the aides.
Yellowman says, I'm the type that avoids butter as much as possible.
Keep spinning the tires. Veteran move.
All right, Kyle Busch to pit road.
Kyle Busch.
McLaren Custom Grills is his sponsor. Nice paint scheme.
Roads to get onto because you come off the racetrack and you run that long curve and pit road speed doesn't start.
I imagine they make barbecue grills for people's backyards.
4 laps to go to the end of stage 1. Denny Hamlin has been out front.
Sorry about the Dodgers losing. Is it official?
Side by side.
All right, so Fox going side by side. I got to mute it. I'll keep you appraised with 4 to go in stage 1. That game's still going on, y'all. Bottom of the 8th, 7-3 Phillies. Rough road trip for the Dodgers. I think they have a day off tomorrow. And then they're back at it on Tuesday. That's where we'll pick them back up. So I think it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I know we have a date with the Giants on Friday. I might be on the Sports Fury channel for that game. They just don't know it yet. They just don't know. But side by side, Hamlin continues to lead. He's almost got a 4-second lead now over Martin Truex Jr. Bell 7.5 seconds back. And what's been a snoozer so far? The 5 car is on pit road. The 9, the Hendrick Motorsports car, is on pit road. Joey Logano to pit road. Kevin Harvick to pit road. I'm pretty sure that's Harvick anyway. You missed your beard. Wish you would come back. How old are you, SG? All right, the 2 car of Austin Cindric to pit road. Fox is side by side, y'all, so no audio. Yellowman can't grow facial hair. I have a difficult time myself, sir. $26 for SG. Chris says now is the best time to pit with 2 to go for the end of stage 1. So they're in a side-by-side commercial here. They'll come back, the stage will end, and then they'll go right back to more commercials.
Scheduled pit stops for Harvick and Logano. 2 of the Hendrick Chevys have been in. Elliott and Larson joined a lap later by Byron. So a lot of these green flag pit stops early, but some teams continue to stay out at 23 laps. One of those is Michael McDowell.
McDowell in 5th, y'all.
So you know there's guys starting to pit.
McDowell, one of the drivers rumored to be at least in the running for one of the open rides at Stewart Haas.
For Michael McDowell, when he sees this going on, like, why aren't we pitting? So for your crew chief to tell you that, take a deep breath. You're like, all right, we've got a game plan. We know what's best for our car.
Also, look at this. You're coming to the stage in. Mind you, remember, no stage break. But
I can't believe it's Butter Light as my go-to if I have butter, says Butterfly. Butter, butter, butter.
Bell still on that racetrack.
Yeah, honestly, guys, the drivers that started pitting about lap 22, like Chase Elliott, Larson, William Byron, Chastain, I don't think they're on a 4-stop strategy. I just think they wanted to make sure and get in there a little early on their 3-stop strategy.
55 in the house.
Leapfrog Hamlin and Truex, or at least catch them. That's the play there, right, Larry?
Absolutely, absolutely. But I do think we've got the play.
19 minutes of this free pass left, y'all.
Michael McDowell, what you guys said. we got stage point staring at us right now.
I'll just try to log in it with something else the next time, see if it works.
Hamlin can win the stage, still gets that 1 playoff point.
But these 2 we're looking at right
Harvick all the way in 29th.
This win. They made that mistake last year. Cliff Daniels went for that stage 1 win, got it, and didn't get the job done at the end of the race. These boys right here.
SG, I'm 55 years old.
The 9 car. That's all it takes.
55.
Scenario.
Final lap of stage 1. There will be no green and white checkered flag on road courses this year, but stage points will be awarded at the end of lap 25 and 55.
We saw Larson drop a wheel off right there. Lucky to catch that car.
All right, so Hamlin
won stage 1 was Kansas, where he went on to
bringing it home.
Hamlin has led more laps today.
And we got a winner. Denny Hamlin is the winner of stage 1.
Here he comes, crosses the line, and banks 10 championship points. And as Jamie pointed out, that 1 playoff point for winning the stage. Truex 2nd, Bell 3rd, Allmendinger. Here's McDowell 5th, Reddick 6th. Buscher crosses in 7th. Gibbs, and then it'll be Bowman and Stenhouse should get the final stage point, and does.
Well, you know these guys will be coming now. They got the stage
10 years away from being a senior citizen? I think I'm already there.
Because these 9, the Chase Elliott and Larson, those guys at short.
You don't like corn, Butterfly? Is that a gluten thing?
And when you look at Denny Hamlin, from where he started the race to where he's running right now.
I'd be loving me some corn on the cob.
So
I ain't gonna lie.
3 laps earlier. He's going to make up 9 seconds on the leader. He was about 14 behind at the time, so he's going to be pretty close to Denny when they cycle through these stops.
25 laps caution-free in Sonoma. Hamlin has led them all.
I think you'll see them pit. See him coming through.
This time if you can. This time if you can.
As we got cars on pit road right now.
Eric Jones, Eric Almirola, who won the Xfinity race yesterday.
Martin Truex to pit road.
Dillon. In and out for Justin Haley.
Here you come, Truex on pit road. Now keep in mind.
Oh, not on a baked potato. Gotcha.
And the 9 up here in 7.
Regan.
The 19 of Martin Truex getting a lot of details from the team as to where he's losing time. You heard him on the radio earlier. The car too loose right now, wants an adjustment for that.
All right, Hamlin to pit road.
Denny Hamlin in the 11. That car was really good on the long run. That's what
He's obviously got the preferred pit stop, being the pole sitter.
Stop here. Not much feedback from Denny Hamlin, who was dominated and led everyone.
4 tires and fuel for your race leader.
Takes about 45 seconds to go the length of pit road at pit road speed. Yellow line entering turn 11 to yellow line exiting at turn 1. And Hamlin is away. 45 seconds.
And I'm going to tell you, it's going to be somewhere right in there is where they're going to come out. Keep an eye on that intervals with these guys on the pylon.
Oh, that's right. They're doing a new thing now where they don't stop.
Back into battle.
They don't stop during the stage breaks on road courses. I forgot about that, y'all. So they're still rolling.
Hamlin coming out of 4 and headed for 7.
I forgot they changed that this year.
And the first round of pit stops is pretty well completed.
SG loves some street corn. All right, so we go to a commercial break, y'all. I forgot about them changing that for road courses. I apologize, chat. Big Dog says corn on the cob wrapped in foil cooked on a campfire is the bomb. Right at 50 in the chat, y'all. All right, my free preview is 14 minutes remaining. Sports Fury doing a baseball game right now. Cubs Giants. Look at them go. How would the Phillies be down to their final 3 outs? They're the leading team. All right, so it's final. 7-3 is your final from Philadelphia. Dodgers failed to win a single series on that trip. And they're in a bit of trouble, y'all. We are in a bit of trouble. Mike says, I am a meme king. Please don't hate. Chris Davis says, go Chase. We're about to find out in a minute, y'all, if Fox is watching my IP address or if it's all based on what email you log into. Butterfly says, I don't care for corn, actually. Well, corn is all about what you put on it, right? As far as taste. All right, here we go.
To watch. Who you watching, Clint?
Got one for you. Chase Elliott's my guy. I'm telling you, started 10th, was fast yesterday, struggled a little bit in turn 4, cost him some speed, but they closed the gap. Already running third, Chase Elliott.
Yeah, I'm going to look at Martin Truex Jr. Started back in 8th, has worked his way up to 2nd. He made an adjustment on the last pit stop. I think he can get by Denny Hamlin, and he's won here 3
We're on
times
lap
before.
30 of 110 in the race. Hamlin still your race leader. Truex second. Chase Elliott has moved into third.
That was a bit of a surprise yesterday.
Chevy makes an appearance in the top 3.
On the racetrack yet. Larry and Trevor.
Yeah, Mike, I've got my eye on A.J. Allmendinger, qualified 5th.
Have you guys ever heard about what corn does when it enters your body?
11 races left to go in the regular season. He's almost already in a must-win situation.
Yeah, I've got to
Basically, when you eat corn,
Michael McDowell, I have not seen
the
him slip
inside of the corn
Said he was gonna
empties
run
out,
90%, take care of it all day.
turns into like nutrients or whatever,
Points in that first stage.
and then the hull remains because your body doesn't digest the hull, the yellow part of the corn, right? And then it fills with poop.
In front of Elliott and Larson. Larson's been passed by Christopher Bell.
You don't get no description like that on any other channel, y'all. That's what happens to corn in your body.
Christopher Bell's loaded right by Larson, and watch it right here off of 10. He might
That's
get
why
a
when
jump
you
on
eat
the
corn and you go
Chase
poop,
Elliott.
you see the corn.
The second fastest car on the track. The fastest car on the track, though, is who's catching Denny
So it
Hamlin.
goes in
Martin
as
Truex Jr. since that pit.
delicious
Whenever they
corn
change
and
that
comes
car,
out as
it has
corn
come to
poop.
life, and he is catching Denny Hamlin half second a lap right now.
That's why when you take a dump after you eat corn, you see the corn in your poop.
These
'Cause
Toyotas are extremely strong. Doesn't
The
matter who
kernel
you put in
part
front of
doesn't
them,
digest.
pretty quick workout of them. I'm impressed with Christopher Bell right there. Past Larson, I thought he was extremely strong. I think the Hendrick cars, if they have something for them, I think it's got to come on a long run.
Well, the Toyotas were at one point early on.
Told you I got smarter when I put on the glasses, y'all.
Fell off the pace a little
I
bit
have
on
no
the
idea,
lower
Willie.
tires.
I have no idea who won any classes at Le Mans.
Gibbs was 8th when that
Sounds like it's not a health problem, bro. It's truth.
11th spot.
Your body can't process the outside shell of the corn.
Well, Mike, you guys talking about Christopher Bell and the
No,
performance he's had
period.
so far on these new tires. Earlier on the old tires, he was complaining about forward drive with the car. A small adjustment.
Jimmy crap corn, and I don't care.
To make sure he saves some tire this run because they're going to run 4 laps longer than what they did last time. So a little insight into their strategy there.
Yeah, and we talk
With no
about
gallbladder,
the
it's bad for me, says
at this
D-Way.
racetrack.
Truth.
Christopher Bell pitted later than both of the Hendrick cars. That's part of the reason he's so quick right now.
All right, traffic ahead. Andy Lally. and
Sheila says, I like that
Grant
street corn with mayo and
both
cheese.
one-off drives here.
What's up, Andrew Estrada?
In for Noah Gregson, who's
9 minutes on my free preview left, y'all.
About to catch them, and they could be a factor in this.
Who wants a racer? Hey, you've been on that racetrack. You know what that is, and you're exactly right. These lappers are going to be tricky for the leader. Denny Hamlin's leading. He has to make sure that he catches those lappers at the right spot.
Truex is catching up to Hamlin, y'all.
Well, they're going to catch him in the S's, and that's not the best
Truex
spot.
wants the lead at
There's
Sonoma.
just no way to get out of the way. If you're a lapper right there and Denny catches you, you know, especially off
He had a bad shift early on in the race, and they think he revved up the engine too much, Brandon. They think Suarez might have heated up the engine too much on a missed shift, and it dropped him down like 20 spots. They're worried about the engine blowing.
The only thing we've seen all day long and we're learning here is passing is so hard to do. There's no way I'm letting that car around me without a fight.
Here he comes.
Here
Truex
comes
to the
fight.
inside.
Truex to the inside of Hamlin.
The door and then goes wide.
Yeah, and so perfect move by Truex right there. He had no intentions of getting beside Denny Hamlin. He showed him the nose, and the spotters are in a weird position right there. They can't see if he's there or not. So Truex kind of faked him out a little bit, and you see right now he's going to be in the preferred position because he's going to.
All right, so there we go to new race leader. New race leader. Can he hold it though? Truex.
Bumper clear, trying to cross you back here.
Look at this. Still fighting hard on the outside.
They're side by
Hamlin, that's
side.
exactly what I said. You can't afford to get these positions up.
Blind rise at the top of the hill
What a
there, turn
race.
3A, and
All
Truex.
clear here.
All right, all clear. Truex to the lead, our new race leader.
Still have the problem with the lappers.
Hamlin led 33 laps.
They passed each other twice.
Off turn 7, Martin Truex.
Yep.
your new
Dodgers
leader
lost
after
again.
Denny Hamlin Hamlin led the first 32 laps.
All right, so we're going to a commercial. 7 minutes left on my free preview. Thomas Prince checks in. What's up, Thomas? 61 up in here, up in here. We're on lap 2 with 78 to go. 44 minutes into the race, average speed 86.390. Last fast lap 89.83. CB checks in, says, yo, I'm back. Good to see you. Still on military life. Was away for a few. Hope all is well. Is there a lot of wrecks on this track? No. Not really, CB. There hasn't been a wreck yet. Big Dog says, I'm just chilling on a corn-free day. Hope the 54 does good this week for the pool, says Thomas Prince. I'd like to see him get his first win here, y'all. Mike says, thanks, Val. I may never eat corn again in my life. Come on, y'all. I'm just trying to give you information. It's all about the content, y'all. All about providing you the information that makes the world go round. SG says, I have a canker sore in my mouth and it really hurts. And I can't eat my citrus fruits because it will aggravate my canker sore. Don't look at your stool, says Thomas Prince. Yeah, just go on about your corn-loving life and don't ever look at your corn poo. It's pretty simple. Well, it's a 2-mile track, CB. Elishiva in the house. Saltwater rinse for a canker sore, says Thomas Prince. Just get you a little bit of salt water. Rinse that, buddy. It takes away the pain. And you'll be healed before no time. Luis says corn is good as long as it's not GMO corn. Do we know if it's GMO corn, though? That's the question. 4 minutes left in my preview, y'all. Drink some hard seltzer, says Luis Betancourt. You people are nuts. Yellowman says it's all GMO at this point. Probably is. This is like waiting for the end of the world, y'all, with this preview ending in 4 minutes. No, I'm not going to be off the air, Big Dog. I'll just have to play-by-play it if I can't find the audio.
General, you're a star.
I'll just have to do what I do, bro.
I'm on your team, Clint, whatever team that is. But what are you, general or a star? Actually, I'm a stallion.
Sheila says, let's not talk about corn anymore.
I don't care. You still get to
Corn is rich in vitamin C, an antioxidant that helps protect your cells from damage and wards off diseases like cancer and heart disease.
Larry McReynolds for our guaranteed fit.
Yeah, we don't know where we're going, Mark.
Yeah, Mike, it'll be
Valhalla chat room is like a runaway train. We have no idea when this thing's going off the tracks. We have no idea.
Races, 3 top 3 finishes, including 2 of those wins. He has led the most laps in 4 of the last 9 Sonoma races. He has led a total of 213 laps at Sonoma. That's second all-time to Jeff Gordon. This could be the eBay Motors guarantee.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Rhodes? Dave Rhodes in the house.
Second win of 2023.
Thanks, Larry. Let's check with Jamie Little.
An update on Kyle Larson running 5th right now. Cliff Daniels told him they're going to run 6 or 7 laps.
Alex says my Longhorns won
28 to 29 laps. He also told him that he's faster than
in the
Chase
College
Elliott
World
and
Series.
Christopher Bell ahead of him. He said
Getting
he
corny in here, says
numbers
Butterfly.
2 through 7. So a lot of information coming up.
Luis says I grew up eating cornflakes with Terry Labonte on the cereal box.
So, Mike, let's talk about Elliott and Larson. They short pitted, right? 4 laps earlier than really anybody in the top 10. And they have.
Let's talk Texas Roadhouse Stakes instead, says Big Dog.
They're struggling just a little bit in relation to those cars, but they gained what they wanted. They need the caution stuff all right. They're going to have to run a little bit longer this time.
Listen, y'all, I'm a little offended. I'm a little offended.
Chase Elliott did too. So
I give you this valuable information.
Their track position now, and they're going to try to maintain it.
They gained the positions. Obviously, track position, and you're right.
And you all get angry about it. 2 minutes left before my free preview is over.
Positions on that racetrack, the passes, if you will.
Now, how about AJ Allmendinger, who is right behind
Texas Roadhouse has corn, says Michael Lowe.
Is he holding station?
I like your glasses. I like them too.
What's Allmendinger do here?
Well, Allmendinger's got the fresher tires, and so
one more corn like for 60.
Hey, we have 4-lap fresher tires. Go get those guys, and he's been catching them fairly quick. But we've seen this.
Truex's lead over Hamlin is now 1.3 seconds. We're on lap 13 of 30 in stage 2, 38 of 110 in today's race. 73 to go.
Those guys so much harder.
You know where the easiest place to pass them is?
Pit road.
Yep. When they're there and you're not.
Yeah, and so listen, we talked about.
Yellen says I had 5 steaks this week. I usually don't eat much red meat. I just felt like steak all week.
Anything they gain in that is a bonus for them.
Absolutely, SG. The ribs from Texas Roadhouse.
The track position's one thing. The time on
Les Magnifiques.
But in the event a caution comes out or whatever, I mean, you literally went from
Appreciate it, Dave.
To 3rd and 4th, 4th and 5th. I mean, that was a huge gain.
Did I see the trial of Travis Rudolph? No idea what that even is.
For 10 grand, which driver will have the better finish at the end of the race and by how many positions?
Cornbreaded steaks, says Michael Lowe.
Harvick currently 19th or Brad Keselowski 20th.
Hey, what's up, D. Marie? Appreciate it, girl.
The wire. When I saw that 6-car Brad Keselowski right off the bat, I was like, well, that's an easy answer. Kevin Harvick. Now he's running back down.
Yeah, the corn is kind of iffy. I do like Texas Roadhouse's green beans.
Trying to put another W up on the board for the number.
All right, so we're going to a commercial break. We probably, we're almost out. Let's see what it does. Quadruple Zero, your preview pass is expired. To continue watching, sign in with your TV provider. Sign in. DirecTV. We are processing your provider. Thanks for activating. This content is not available. So this is coming back to be canceling all that DirecTV content. I don't know if I want to do that. Oh no, we're good. We're good, I think. I think we're going to be okay. You can or can't get past. Do corn nuts have the same impact to our bodies? No. No. They just don't process at all. They have cute bartenders at Texas Roadhouse. Corn chowder, corn soup, corn salad, corn stew. Howard Johnson checks in. Germans used to have to inspect droppings. That's why their toilets have little shelf in them. What are you talking about, bro? Dennis Hyde checks in and says, I can't wait for football season. The Lions are coming. I love the chicken fried steak, says Dave. I don't order anything else. Bro, I got hooked. I was like that too, Dave, until about a month ago, and I am hooked on their ribs now, bro. I am hooked on their ribs. Corn nuts can fracture your teeth. Absolutely. I love the chicken fried steak. There we go. Diamondbacks have won 5 in a row, y'all. Nice background music, says Ella Shiva. You know, we be rocking with this YouTube music. You know, we be rocking. So I think baseball night in America, I think the Padres are on tonight, y'all. Well, they got some music going on there, y'all. They got some music. Corbin Carroll going to be the rookie of the year, says Corey Jefferson. You might be right, Corey. You might be right.
The cork a little early this morning here in Sonoma, didn't they?
If you're going to do it right. That guy did it right.
Yep. Well done. Adam Devine giving the command. All right, let's show you our look at Sonoma Raceway from all of our technology.
So this view right here that they're doing, I wish they still had that on NASCAR.com because I used to subscribe to that in the scanner, and I would have that on the screen. That would be pretty cool.
Green flag pit stops already.
The little bubbles going around the track.
You got Gibbs down here. That's it. That's your 10th place guy. You've got William Byron right there, your 15th place guy.
You think
Reese, right
Soto's going to get traded?
Guy. They're all over this racetrack. I think the name of the game,
Steven, if I show the actual race footage, not the audio, but the race footage, I'll get copyrighted by YouTube.
Whoever comes out, we say this all the time. If he can beat him,
Dave says I totally missed the Dodger game yesterday.
Back around him. Well, this pit area, when old Larry Mack puts me
we won yesterday.
I want him to give me that track position. Whatever decision he makes on pit road,
52 in the house, y'all. This might be our lowest viewed NASCAR stream ever.
Truex is a little bit better on the short run, really short run. Denny's better in the middle of the stage, and then Truex again is better towards the.
We'll be lucky to break 1,000.
And I said it at the very beginning.
Let me tell y'all, I won't be doing these if I'm getting 1,000 views. I'll find something to do with my Sundays.
As they catch lap traffic, you need more tire, but you have to put your car in a different position. We saw how hard it was for both those guys to get by the lap cars earlier.
I'm watching this not of cars.
2 mile track, D. Marie, 2 miles.
And Michael McDowell trying to run them down.
There's 13 left to go in stage 2. Truex is your leader by 1.5 seconds over Hamlin. Bell in third. And Harvick has moved into the top 20, but he's way back there in 18th place, 37 seconds back from the leader. They do a good job of keeping their beer cold at Texas Roadhouse, Big Dog. I agree with you, sir. They do a great job of keeping that beer cold.
Plan going into this race until you get down to the end, because we talk about opportunities. Michael McDowell's won the Daytona 500. He's always a threat at super speedways, but he's also always a threat when we come to these races. This is his chance to get in the playoffs.
You hear him go over that bump. Jamie told us about the
Ray Jefferson says you'll get 500 views in the playoffs. 500.
Behind them, Chris Buescher just got past.
We'll be long done with NASCAR in the playoffs if it keeps going the way it's been going.
Ty Gibbs holding down the top 10 spot.
Luis says Texas Roadhouse has cold beer. I'm on my way now.
At COTA earlier this year, Clint, and we thought yesterday it looked like he had a great car, but it has been a little bit of a struggle for the 45 car today.
Well, he's dominated with ever since we've went to this new Gen X car. He's been the name of the game on these road courses. Struggles at this racetrack, though, for sure.
That's not shocking, Dave. That's not shocking that you guys are going today.
Trying to get a straight drive on exit. You're always looking ahead. Your shift lights you actually base on just kind
the Sonoma racetrack has never been exciting. It takes a lot of skill with the sudden changes on the track.
Trying to get as far to the left. There's a little hole right there that you're going to try to get in. You then
nope,
try to get your tires on that.
Corey, I can't justify it, bro. If you're doing less than 1,000 on your live streams, you're literally paying more for your internet than for what you're making on YouTube. In other words, you're losing money.
Just pit it. You see the right of your screen from
I go sit in the backyard and drink a beer.
He was one of the first, not the first round of cars to pit in the first round, but first of that second wave.
94 degrees in Missouri City, Texas.
How many times have we come here and seen Truex Jr. when he decides to go out and lead some laps here? He is so dangerous. Just puts it on cruise control and keeps finding lap time, lap after lap.
Think it looks like Kurt Gramis?
Tony Stewart on the final lap, getting his final win of his career. Truex might have 4 here. 43 laps complete, 67 to go.
All right, so 12 to go in stage 2, and they're going to a commercial. In 2002, Willie Nelson signed a deal to become an official partner of Texas Roadhouse. Since then, Nelson has heavily promoted the chain, including a special on the Food Network. Willie Nelson is the owner of the Texas Roadhouse in South Austin, Texas. That's the one I go to, says Butterfly. Do we ever see Willie in there flaring up in a booth in the bar, Butterfly? Ever firing one up in one of the booths? By stock in Texas Roadhouse is Brandon B. Is Chase back in the 9 today? Let me look. I think he is. I think he only got a 1 race suspension. Yeah, he's back. Willie is 90 years old and is still kicking, says Big Dog. What's for lunch? Probably no lunch, Nufo. I had some fried rice just for the race. All right, we're in a commercial break here. Truex is your leader. We've got 65 laps to go. He's the second leader of the race. We've gone caution free. And Truex's lead over Hamlin now 1.1 second. 11-second lead over Christopher Bell. What's up, COO? I figured you'd be in the nap zone by now. Are you being smart? Why'd you ask me the same question twice? Oh, it's not going great. We got 57 up in here, though, and we're back to it, y'all. Lost.
45 laps complete, 65 to go. Martin Truex out front of Denny Hamlin.
COO came in, asked how it was doing. What she was really doing was she's coming in here to tell me I'm going to take a nap. She just took the dog. She just took the general, and they're headed to the Sunday Mimi land.
Larry, what are we looking at for pit stops as we go forward here?
Yeah, honestly, we've completed 46 laps. To make this,
you don't have a Texas Roadhouse where you're moving to? Uh-oh.
Lap 48 to 50, about 2 to 4 laps from now. But who's here to try to win a stage?
Dennis says, I'm not a big fan of road courses with cup cars. 2 or 3 a year is plenty. More Bristols.
The way this race looks, you better start focusing on what it's going to be.
Kevin Harvick to pit road.
To that checkered flag first.
Thanks, Larry. There's Kevin Harvick in here at lap 47.
Do I still have the music on, y'all? Yeah, I do. I apologize.
We're hearing has been told on the radio to watch Chase Elliott and pit when he does. So that's a little different.
I can handle that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
right
look,
in front of me.
As we look at this group of cars right here, from Chase
so
Elliott,
Yellowman says, so Val, did you notice any muscle gains in boot camp doing push-ups every day? Mine was a weird deal in basic, Yellowman, because when I went in to basic, I probably weighed, I would say probably in that 135, 140 category.
find a better line through the corner. Move
And I gained weight in basic. I got up to like 165-ish. So yeah, there was muscle gain, but I didn't get like ripped or anything like that. I don't remember getting ripped. I've never been six-pack Valhalla.
That's the name of the game, man. I don't know. I think
Glenn says I used to love Sunday Nabs. Put some golf on the TV and just get to it. Speaking of Mimi, that's where Leah and her mom are at.
Lost 2 spots that last lap. He got passed twice.
Yeah, he's fading at the end of this run.
You know who's not?
You're moving in August, Mr. Rhodes?
Catch him, making up so much time. And, you know, this is a road course, but Clint, you kind of race it like
couple
a
months.
Right? We talk about guys wanting to let them go to in the place that costs each of you the least amount of lap time.
Well, McDowell, he not only let McDowell around him, so did Chase Elliott. McDowell on the move.
Jamie, how about the 5?
And Larson just came on the radio and said, hey, they're on better tires than us. I'm fine, but I had to let
Mule
him go.
kicks for the best Army exercises ever.
5 of Larson to pit with about 5 laps to go.
Yellowman says I've been doing push-ups every day for 2 months. Well, what are you noticing? I'm sure you're more toned than you were, right? But you're not getting big, are you?
Sounds to me like they're playing games. They don't want anyone.
And how many push-ups are you doing a day, would you say? Oh, there is improvement, though, Yellowman. Even if you don't see it, bro, I'm sure you're more toned than you were.
Opened up 1.2 seconds.
What's up, Coach GTV? There's a guy you want to talk about staying in shape, Yellowman. Coach G. He's old like me. Only difference, he's in shape. A shape other than round. Coach G out there still hooping. He stays busy, though. If you haven't subbed up Coach TV, do so, y'all. I'm up to sets of 35, doing about 5 sets a day. Coach G was doing push-ups on his channel, Yellowman, for every 100 subscribers as he was moving towards monetization. Dennis Hyde checks in. Brandon says, what? What? SG says, I'm going to the gym. Where is it? I lost his comment there. Can you do some push-ups for me too? No. I can't remember the last time I did a push-up. Probably be good for me to do some though. Thomas says, I'm going to the fridge. That's my exercise. Actually, I don't, SG. I should though. Badly. Push-ups is in basic were more for punishment rather than workout. True. Yeah, it was those the mountain climbers that they were talking about in the chat there, Coach. That's what they punish you with the mountain climbers in the smoke room. I have no idea how many pounds I could bench. A few years back, I had a buddy here in town that got me again to go into the gym regular. And I was killing it. We were doing really well, and then he moved away, and that died. A lot more fun when you got someone pushing you to go. I hated flutter kicks for punishment. That too, Glenn. That too, bro. That too. Right, here we go. Back to it, y'all.
Is the amazing experience of being here for you and your family. It's the same as it's always been. NASCAR weekend at Richmond Raceway. Get your tickets now at richmondraceway.com.
KB has double the laps on his car than anyone in front of him.
Iconic rivalry takes center stage. The Yankees Battle Rafael Devers and the Red Sox, or you'll see the Rays take on.
Swimming is your favorite cardio?
Catch it all Saturday at 7 Eastern on Fox for the game in your area. Check
Coach G says I was only in the National Guard. We have same basic though, same basic training, dude. We had National Guard people in my basic training class.
And it doesn't get caught. Gets an assist as the car pulls out of the pits. That goes out into a danger zone. Caution waves.
Oh, we got a caution on the track.
Here you're going to see is Ross Chastain. He was on pit road. Opportunity strikes here for some guys. Finally a caution, Jamie.
Justin Haley will get the free pass on this, the very first
And I'll be right back, yo.
of the day.
I can't lift weights, injure myself every time I start working out, so I'm trying to do push-ups instead. So far, so good.
He races Truex's almost 2-second lead on the field.
Literally right in the middle.
You went to
of all the
Knox?
conversation.
I went to
You're
Jackson.
Back and forth on the radio. We're coming.
That's where I went,
It's time,
Coach.
it's time, and all of a sudden, here comes.
I was Fort Jackson.
Yeah, and you hate that if you're one of those guys in the lead. Not just
I was one of the last coach to go to be on Tank Hill. Coach G, I was on Tank Hill for basic. And I think we were like the second to the last class before they shut down Tank Hill.
15 seconds back to 10th place, you can have a slower pit stop and it not cost you as much.
Well, that group from Ross Chastain on back, a bunch of those cars had made their stops under green, including Chastain, Kevin Harvick, and others as it cycled through. There you go. And so you can look at those that have.
So I think this is going to help Harvick. Hey, Valhalla Holla to Brandon Paxton. Just gifted one Valhalla Sports Talk membership. Alex, make sure to say thank you. Make sure to say thank you for Brandon Paxton's generosity. Thank you so much, Brandon.
Any better to be on pit road, have that caution fall, and he's basically going to be on equal tires to all these leaders.
Mike says we made fun of the National Guard no-goes.
So here they all come to Regan Smith.
Christopher Bell in the 20 car.
I remember I saw Hollywood. We marched by it all the time, bro. You guys were up in them beautiful brick buildings, and we were down there in them old wood bitches.
He said it's handling about the same as it was before. Balance isn't bad. Just need to take care of those rear tires. The 11 and Denny Hamlin getting that fresh tear off. Said he's trending loose on the long run. Pretty happy with the 11 car.
I love basic training, Coach, though. That shit was... You know what I got in trouble for, Coach, in basic? All the time? Smiling, laughing. They'd be like, Private Cran, drop. I know you're laughing about something.
These cars will not be the leaders, but that's how they come off pit road.
They'd be dropping me for nothing.
The day in Sonoma, 9 cars stayed
They'd be dropping me just for laughing. But man, basic training is like that. Everyone talks about how hard it is physically, but what it really is it's just an unbelievable moment in your life as far as seeing how other people from other parts of the country are. Howard says German toilet design with the shelf in the toilet bowl was used so that after defecation, excrement could be examined and checked to see if everything was normal or if the doctor should be contacted. Coach says, I've heard that word plenty of times. Drop? My first day of basic training, y'all. My first day of basic training, I get in. They run us off they're going to run us off the cattle trucks. And all our bags are in the back of the truck. And, I always considered myself kind of a little alpha. So I got the bright idea to tell everybody, let's just line up and get all these bags off this truck. And it worked for a minute. We all lined up and got about 2 bags out of the truck, and the drill got in my face and said, who the F are you? And why are you telling people what to do in my army? And then it descended into chaos, which is how they like it. And then the bags ended up coming out in a non-orderly manner. Just a few hours later, they're picking squad leaders, and they asked who wanted to be a squad leader. I raised my hand. And they were like, Private Cran, why do you think you should be a squad leader? And I said, well, because I outrank the rest of these motherfuckers. I had been promoted to Skeeto Wings because I got 2 other suckers to join the army with me. I was made a squad leader. But I used to get in trouble for stuff like that. And for laughing. They, of course, made me the squad leader of the 4th squad, and that's where all the crazies and the problem childs get put, is in the 4th squad. So they made me the leader of that group. Just because everything was funny, SG. People were idiots. Everything is funny. They'd drop a guy. I'd think that would be funny. They ask people questions and some of the answers people would give. The Berserkers are not the first squad Valhalla's led. Yeah, anyone that like tries to go AWOL, 4th squad. If you're mental, 4th squad. No shit, coach? Yeah, the cattle trucks were funny, man. That's just a mine thing. A good old mine F on your first day.
Dive bombs are coming. You're going to have to make these passes and make short time of them. Better make sure those brakes are adjusted right.
I bet you if I would have ever, you know, it was so hard to get promoted when I was in the Army. It was so hard to get promoted. And I was E5 promotable when I got out. But if I would have ever got to the point where they would have offered me a drill sergeant position, I probably would have retired from the military. Because that was some fun stuff.
We get ready to go and ready to restart here in Sonoma.
All about the mental.
Beautiful day, beautiful racetrack. In fact,
might go fishing tomorrow, Clay.
Nelson Hastings, who has been covering racing here since.
I 3 laps to go in stage 2. Kyle Busch is your leader. Logano 2nd. William Byron 3rd.
Just so beautiful here.
Field shaking up with this yellow. Harvick has moved into the top 10, currently in 8th.
That William Byron was looking for. Started 26, struggling after yesterday's practice. Not a lot of light into the tunnel. Had a fast race car marching up through the field a little bit, very slowly. Now they have the track position.
Mike says I was the a-hole in that squad, in first squad.
A lot of cars because of that caution right there.
But just like we saw with Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson earlier, they might not.
You're not supposed to goof around in the military.
In their favor at the end of this run.
It's a big net gain.
Yep, big net gain.
All right, coming to the Geico restart zone.
All right, here we go. Coming back to green, y'all.
Finishing up this first caution of the day.
Green flag, green flag. Kyle Busch, the new leader. Got Joey Logano right on his tail.
You know, Clint, I thought it was interesting that Kyle chose the inside there because I always
didn't, Howard.
That where Joey Logano is.
I have to try to find that.
Corner, if you could race him up the hill, but Kyle got a great restart and was able to get him cleared.
I'll have to try to find that movie.
Have to be so careful. Again, if you're Truex right there, you can see him back there, kind of a mid-pack. You know you have the fastest car. Be careful around these guys.
Yeah, and if the one I'm watching, those Ross Chastain, we know he has sticker tires. You see him right
Samuel in the chat. He's hyped up about Ross Chastain. Chastain up to 4th place, 1.6 seconds back.
Right behind Joey Logano. Use a little bit of curb. Going to be 3 wide probably going into turn 8.
You're going to see it right here. That's the drive you were talking about.
Logano.
Got run off the racetrack.
Yeah, and that was
Logano shut the door on him.
That was very un-Ross-like. You think he would have stayed in there, but I think he knows the position.
Come on, Harvick, get up there.
We've talked about it. He needs to now try to get a good run.
I almost hit my captain in the nuts with my M16 during drill, says Michael Lowe.
Take advantage of those fresh tires, just like you said. Has to happen now.
Glenn says you hate your drill sergeant in the beginning, and you would not hesitate to go into battle with him by the end.
33 mile an hour turn 11. That's Truex to the inside.
Corey, in effect, you see him really stack up right in front of Truex.
And you know, Mike, sometimes when you see...
Oh, absolutely, Brandon. I love it.
it's not intentional.
Major
It's that
pain.
you're just trying to time that run out, and if the car in front of you doesn't time his out, then that's when you see that contact.
You see, you're riding along with Truex. I was going to say, there's a car on your outside.
Man, Truex is in the middle of a mess, in the middle of a sandwich. McDowell and
I
Harvick.
tell you, the worst thing to hear as a driver is 3 wide, and you're in the middle.
Busch is breaking out. 1.67 lead over Logano.
And in this McDowell, let him get around Truex, I don't think you'll ever get him past back. McDowell's car is extremely fast. He's in a good situation here.
No pain, no gain, says SG. M16 was the firearm of the military.
You see, watch Truex lock up this tire right here. As soon as that tire locks up, you saw the car, it doesn't turn. It'll stop or it'll turn, but it won't do both of them at the same time.
It's also hard. What do you do?
Assault rifle.
You let off the brake and try to get the tires.
Makes it even worse.
D. Marie back in the house. What's up, D. Marie?
Door on the outside.
You got 55 in the chat.
Stage 2. Again, no stage breaks on road courses, but they will award stage points and a playoff point to Kyle Busch, who will get his second stage win of the season.
All right, so Kyle Busch is going to win this one, this stage. Now remember, they don't stop, I guess. They're just probably going to open up pit road and keep on going.
Then Dillon, Truex, McDowell, Bell, and Harvick gets the final stage point.
All right, so we go to a commercial break, y'all. I just don't get it, y'all. I don't get why we're not getting more people in here later in these races. I don't get it. So one thing that definitely changed from last year to this year was the NASCAR doing the in-car cameras. But I mean, this CeeLo guy that shows the race on his phone, he's got like a couple hundred in there. And he's picking up subs too. I mean, he was just at like 2,000. He's picked up a couple thousand subs since the season started. Coach says, what do you military guys think about the Full Metal Jacket movie back in the day? That was a great movie. Deer Hunter was a hell of a war movie. Terrifying. Deer Hunter gave me nightmares for a little bit. Howard says, I still don't like the movie Full Metal Jacket. Best war movie, y'all. Best war movie. What do you got? I love Saving Private Ryan. Deer Hunter was awesome, says Mark. Crazy, bro. Here we go. Back to it, y'all.
Laps. Denny Hamlin 33. Kyle Busch has now been out in front for half a dozen. There is your leader from our aerial coverage.
All right, so we're still green. Kyle Busch's lead over Logano, 1.8 seconds, 2.35 over Chastain, 3.35 over Byron. We're on lap 58 of 100 in today's race. No rain, no chance of rain on the horizon.
No, and Kyle Busch is doing a great job hanging on to this lead. He and Logano.
Harvick has dropped down 2/10, almost 8 seconds back from the leader.
The tires only being 4 or 5 laps. I'm with you. I think you got to do that in the first 2 laps. That's where you see that pay the biggest dividends.
So the Xfinity fastest lap we're showing you is times on the last lap. That
American Sniper with Bradley Cooper.
Your leader's a minute 20:06. You know who has the fastest lap of the day?
Yeah, but he's doing it kind of slick, Glenn. He doesn't like show it. He just kind of puts his phone up there. You know what I mean? And then shows a little section.
Lap 28.
He's kind of playing within the margins. I can't hate him. But I mean, even him, he's the one that has the most, and he's got a couple hundred. We would have like 400 or 500 people in the chat last year.
Yeah, it's incredible
for NASCAR races.
How tough the bodies are on these cars. You know, we talked about the lack of caution.
So I think NASCAR having the in-car camera on YouTube is a problem.
It would cut a tire down. Something like that with the old car, you're Dave. You did pit it,
and you can't combat that because it's their product. So
and I mean, looking at it, I don't even see any damage to his car right now.
Quite a pack at battle there. Regan?
Best War Series, y'all. Best War Series on TV.
The strength of that car,
Hogan's Heroes.
That's what it was yesterday. He predicted coming into today, if they could get the long runs, that would play.
Dave says he shows the Braves games on Discord.
It sets up for these next 2 runs to be the longest of the day. Travis Peterson told him this is.
How do you do that?
Right now, Jamie?
How about an update on Ryan Blaney? Somebody we haven't even mentioned today. It's just been one of those weekends for this team, the 12th team. They tried something.
I'll have to get into his Discord and check that out, Dave. MASH was a great show. Baba Black Sheep, though. MASH was awesome. Hogan's Heroes.
Well, he had that penalty too fast exiting on his first pit.
Hey, Valhalla, you should watch the movie Bridge Over the River, Kwai, and The Great Escape. Band of Brothers. I watched some of Band of Brothers. I don't think I watched a lot of it.
Then Suarez, LaJoy, and Reddick, and Almirola.
Sergeant Schultz on Hogan Heroes. I know nothing. Saving Private Ryan, best movie.
Regan said that Travis Peterson, the communication that he's given Michael McDowell, he said earlier, he's like, look,
Saving Private Ryan hits you in the feels at the end there when the old man's standing over the graves.
What we heard, he's telling him, like, you're doing exactly what we need. Clint, I love
Gomer Pyle.
My coaching being a little bit of a cheerleader for me and it all working out.
Yeah, they've got
absolutely
this weekend. They know this is a big opportunity for them. Michael McDowell does a great job behind the wheel. This is a good track for them, and they're capitalizing. They're the ones that are holding pace with Truex getting up through the field for sure as he tries to make a move on William Byron.
Yeah, and all these guys, you see him racing William Byron right here. They know what a good road racer he is. He has a lot of respect from all these guys. He maybe isn't up front every single week. Obviously, it's been better the last couple of years with this next-gen car.
All right, we're past the halfway point. 50 laps to go at Sonoma. The Toyota Save Mart 350 here on Valhalla Sports Talk.
Aggressive inside of the car. It drives as hard as anybody.
And that's the difference. A lot of people come to NASCAR from road racing. They just don't have, let's say, that killer instinct to be aggressive when necessary. Michael McDowell has no such problem in that department.
56 up in here.
When he came and ran a road course earlier this year at Austin, he's like, my Lord, I can't believe how aggressive everybody is.
Let's go to the screen.
Michael McDowell's been around a long
Tour of Duty back in the 80s. Love that show.
And you've got to have the respect of those other guys and
really
root on them.
I don't remember that one.
The same way they're doing to you.
You're talking about Coda when he ran that race. It did get a little rough there.
I remember that one.
Beat him up pretty bad. He's a new guy. You never let the new guy in that easy.
What about that? You see Joey Logano pull down and block Ross Chastain. Felt like he didn't get off turn 10 very good. Chastain, though, doing it the hard way around the outside. Unbelievable.
I love that. You go ahead and block that thing off. I'm going to get to your inside, and now I'm on the inside.
Mike says, okay, everyone, I'm going to go leave the stream on, but I'm going to take a nap. Have a good nap, bro.
Well, and you know,
Gomer Pyle is funny.
Guys, same racer. They rough people up, but when they get roughed up, they don't get mad. They don't whine about it. You see how you see Chastain get a little bit loose.
I think it ran about 4 or 5 seasons.
Take the opportunity and maybe get a 2-for-1 here with Truex. Now I'm setting him up for the exit of turn
That's
4
so
right here.
frustrating.
Watch. Let's see if Chastain blocks him getting into 7.
All right, Truex going to try to get past Chastain here.
Up here comes the passing zone.
Danger, danger. Truex to the inside.
Don't wheel hop.
On your left.
Gets it going. Unable to make the pass.
You get in there, you can drive up on that curb, even though it's off of the
Joey
racetrack,
Logano
it's
fan
so
in the
slow,
stand
but you
screaming,
have a little
urging
bit
him
of
on.
Escape zone right there if you're Truex. She's cheering him on, wasn't she?
Second slowest corner on the course, turn 7. He'll have another chance down at 11.
Sergeant Carter, absolutely.
Right here, this is a really intense corner. How fast that is. You see Martin trying to run off of turn 10, but just not there. But he wants that position. Chastain knows.
All right, Truex now inside of Chastain.
Right here.
Those tires being gone
Gets
down
past
the
him.
left
Can he
rear
hold on
was
to it, though?
going.
Chastain will try to cross him over, likely.
Hook that bottom and away he goes.
McDowell still holding strong in the 5th position.
Making that outside move, maybe slipping him off of turn 11.
Harvick has A.J. Allmendinger in 11th, just behind him.
Wide. It just looks like that car's lost some grip now.
Well, hey, that is the fastest car all weekend long, all day long. You know what I mean?
Good morning,
It
Vietnam.
wasn't no slouch, it just passed it.
I found a Robin Williams movie the other night that I hadn't seen yet, where he's told that he only has 9 minutes to live. That was kind of interesting. What a great actor, though. Best Army movie ever was Stripes. That's a fact, Jack.
Tyler Reddick trying to rebound here. He is
My favorite movie is Metalhead, says Sheila.
Truex 3rd, Bell in 8th, Hamlin 12th among the Toyotas, Gibbs and Wallace 18th and 19th, and then Reddick in 21st.
I was in the barracks that they filmed Stripes. Uncommon Valor. Yep.
Watch him hook this bottom.
Going on, Dennis?
There he goes.
Kind of Army? What kind of training? Army training, sir.
You better run and hide, Kurt Busch. Or, excuse me, Kyle Busch. I do that all the time. It's so easy to do. I just saw Kurt this morning. He is here, by the way.
And Truex has cut the lead to 2.5 seconds after that pass as he begins to drive away and chase back to the lead. In the early laps, Toyotas were 1 through 5. Then they got kind of sprinkled through the field up until the caution flag at lap 49.
Just shows you the strength in Truex's car, though.
So Bush's lead is 2.8 seconds over Truex, 3.35 over Logano.
No,
quick time getting up through the field.
Harvick has dropped down to 11th as Allmendinger has passed him.
And be able to make those passes.
Where's that kid at? Gibbs.
So Truex 2.5
Gibbs all the way down to 18th.
right now is pretty stable. The effort to score wins and championships doesn't stop at the racetrack. Join us for a look at one of the ways Toyota prepares its drivers for success at the Toyota.
I need the back scratcher, y'all.
My name is Caitlin Quinn, and I am the director of the Toyota Performance Center. The Toyota Performance Center is a place for specifically drivers in our Toyota Driver Development Program, but also any professional Toyota Motorsports drivers who want to be a part of the program. We offer everything from training to nutrition to mental edge training and anything in between. This is our main weight room. We also have a heat lab where we train heat tolerance.
Fighting the gnat monster, y'all.
We do a lot of training, but if the drivers think of it as a clubhouse, it works pretty well.
Wow, come to the racetrack ready to win.
Uh-oh, Austin Dillon is around.
Oh, got one around, Austin Dillon.
And this is at turn 11 at the exit.
So Austin Dillon is in the middle there.
He's out of the
running
way.
17th.
He's
there he goes. He got it fired up.
Got it fired up. Going to get it back underway.
How did he end up there, Mike? Like, that's a really weird place to.
I'm going to get you a replay here soon. It's coming.
You come around turn 11, you get hot on the gas, and the car rotates right, spins all the way around.
Or you just do that.
Yeah.
So Dillon coming down the... Oh, Ty Gibbs gets into the back of him.
Well, that can happen too.
Ty Gibbs.
We should have stayed on Ty Gibbs for one more lap.
Ty Gibbs gets into him, turns him around. But we stay under green.
I think there's some Paul Harvey going on there. There's the rest of the story.
Oh.
I'm glad you asked because I was getting ready to.
Your age, Mike, you should know that.
Yes, I did. Here
Austin
we go.
Dillon missed, got loose. See that? Trying to slip around. That was not Ty Gibbs. Let me correct that. He kind of slid right in front.
Use a hairbrush, this big dog.
You heard him lift.
I got this one from probably a dollar store, $1.50. This is Butterfly every morning when her cat wakes her up.
Ty Gibbs, keep digging.
I'm going to say Austin Dillon's going to see that differently, but I'm with you guys.
The 80s Chuck Norris war movies.
Actually did anything wrong in that situation. I'm coming right here, buddy. Motoring him down.
Martin Truex, when we started that Toyota feature, was 2.5.
So 45 laps to go.
Now cut 1/3 of that away. It's down to 1.
A loofah works well. No, Butterfly, you need the stick. A loofah. If I could hit it with a loofah, I would just put my hand back there.
Again, just trying to save those tires, being methodical, not trying to slip the tires. He had to work that car a little bit hard to get by Chastain and Joey Logano earlier.
But let's talk about the opportunity and how well Kyle Busch and company in that 8 car, last week's winner, took advantage of that opportunity to their good. Hang on, boy. Loose.
Kyle Busch putting it wide open through the turns there, y'all.
I mean, they are literally a contender.
Coming up the hill, Truex is on his heels now. About a second and a half back.
But when you're having the momentum on your side, the calls just work out for you. When things are on your side, look at this though. Watch him get to the throttle right here. Yaw that car out. That is so much fun inside the car.
Tight and missed the bottom, and then finally the front tires caught up, and the rear tires came around.
The rear tires are screaming right now, Mike, as you see Truex running him down.
All right, let's take a ride.
Butterfly, have you ever ridden a horse?
Down Kyle Busch.
Yeah, this would be a great way to get a look, and we can see the balance.
I ever tell you all the story of when I was young and they sent me to cowboy camp?
Does he have to use the curbs to get the front end to turn, or is he able to stay off of those?
Parents looking around find something for me to do in a summer. They find an inexpensive camp that's called cowboy camp. You go and you live in covered wagons
I can tell you from my view,
for 4 weeks.
that car in front of him is getting
And they teach you how to ride horses, make belts, make crafts.
11 yet. I think you might wait till 7.
Yeah, I mean, he's quick enough. He doesn't have to push the issue.
I'm a dog person.
You know, when you're in Kyle Busch's car, you're just looking out of the back the whole time, knowing that he's coming.
I told you guys about that one time.
Cash pending verification of eligibility.
You've ridden a horse?
That's my man. Love it.
Gotta make sure the saddle's tight, y'all. Gotta make sure the saddle is tight on your horse.
So that's why I said didn't get him done. It didn't get him past an 11. I think we got to come around here. We're setting him up. I want to get close enough at the top of the hill. Try to get in position.
Or that saddle will turn on you and drop you in a pile of poo.
Position off of 4. Set him up for a pass.
Rambo was great. Stallone, a brilliant man. I watched some old movie last night where Stallone was the voice of a lion.
Close enough right here.
Still don't think he is.
But we've seen Martin be really good in the braking zones.
Sounds like movie City Slickers. It kind of was, Mark.
Good in the braking zones. We'll see.
Kind of was.
Get up beside him here. Now it's a complete.
It was weird. I got there though. I got there and it was a religious deal, and that religion did not eat meat.
That's what makes this track extremely.
So they were like, "We're vegetarian." So I was like, "What?"
Turn 4. I didn't get the good run. Didn't get him past in 7. All the way around. Try to set up the next.
So I went into business. I went into business selling beef jerky to my fellow campers.
And you know, Clint, one thing about this track, the section we just saw
came out of this class, this cowboy camp with about $400 in my pocket.
Kind of flows back and forth, so you could have a good balance.
It was a white horse. My friend has a ranch, his Butterfly.
The 11's able to get off, or the 19's able to get off of turn 11 and then just kind of roll in on him right here.
Man, Truex really hugged those tires tight off of 11. Extremely tight.
So with those stacks of tires moved.
Great movie, 11, free on YouTube.
Kyle Busch's spotter
Second Chance.
Been busy with instruction.
Now in turn 11, he's off and away. He pushed that last barrier over turn 11.
Truex is on him, y'all. Truex is on Kyle Busch, wants the lead. And he's going to pass him right here.
Oh, he's going for it right here.
He's going to pass him right here. Martin Truex is your new leader.
had a good exit off of 4. But from
Truex is the new leader of the Toyota Save Mart 350 from Sonoma.
On his race car at the top of the hill. That's a veteran move. I mean, you can't hold that guy back. Not when he's that much faster.
I did go slow on the horse.
Live to see another day, and I think that's exactly what Kyle Busch did.
I remember one day they had us at that cowboy camp. All these horses were kind of old, and they were kind of pack horses as well. And I remember one day they had us all on these horses, and one of the horses spooked and ran off into the woods. So all the horses followed it, and there were kids getting knocked off horses as they hit tree limbs. I just leaned down on mine, grabbed this handful of hair on his mane, held on until he stopped running. That was some funny shit.
Known as a passionate artist.
Zookeeper. Yes, correct. I rode many ponies growing up at Kittyland. In a circle? Has there ever been a Texan that didn't ride a horse? Y'all remember when the county fair comes, or when the carnival comes and they got them little ponies? You don't see that so much anymore. Yeah, in a circle. You don't see that so much anymore. Oh, shit, y'all. 58 up in here, up in here. Martin Truex, our new leader, a 1.2 second lead over Kyle Busch. There's 40 laps to go. Kevin Harvick is still back there in 11th. He's just in front of Denny Hamlin. Just in front of Hamlin. One more like for 70. Chelis is at 24 car, moving up. Join us tonight at 6 p.m. for Braves vs. Nationals live on our Discord. Yeah, I'm going to watch that, y'all. See what's up. What's up? All right, we're in a commercial break here. Martin Truex has just taken the lead. Third leader of the day. Chris says, I love watching the ladies do barrel racing. All right, let's get back to it, y'all.
Bad tumble last night at Knoxville. Caught on fire. Heard some good news.
39 to go.
Larson this morning about him. Thoughts and prayers. What are you thinking about you, buddy? Heal up.
You bet. 39 laps to go here in Sonoma, and this battle for third has been a good one. Michael McDowell in that yellow Mustang.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did, Glenn.
Another one more try. Dive bomb here.
I could understand why.
I didn't know if he's going to get it slowed down.
Your life consists of going in a circle and having little kids
He has been working Joey Logano
smack you around.
the last 5 or 6 laps, just trying to get in the right position, and finally gets it done.
Oh, brother, Butterfly.
I talked to him before this race, and you could just see the confidence. I mean, he was literally grinning. Could not wait to get in that race car.
Here's Christopher Bell, Larry Mack. Let's get to Regan first.
Well, Mikey's been struggling with rear grip all day long, and this may have been a little bit of change of strategy plan a little early for his stop right here. 4 tires for Christopher.
All right, Larry Mack, what about pit stop
A
strategy?
friend of mine dated the rodeo clown.
Yeah, Mike, we went back racing with 50.
I love me some rodeo
If you
clowns.
split that out, that's pitting with about 30 to go, which would be lap 80. But remember what happened when that last caution came out. It benefited cars that had pitted early. I'm probably in the next 3 to 4 laps, I'm going to go ahead and make that green flag pit stop. And in the
SG has to work today from 3:45 to 8:45. Where do you work, SG? What do you do?
30 to go at lap 80.
Nope,
What do you
there's
do,
Alex
buddy?
Bowman, the Ally Cam on board his car. He just made his pit stop, as did Christopher Bell.
It seems like today's day and age, I mean, if you're going to get that magical, caution that Larry just spoke of, it's going to be because of a mistake on pit road, exactly like we saw with the 38 car.
Truex's lead almost 2 full seconds over Kyle Busch now.
One thing, if you're going to win one of these races,
Harvick has moved back into the top 10.
Kyle Busch earlier, being in the right position. And for Michael McDowell, I think they're going to have to take a little bit of a chance here to try to leapfrog ahead of him.
Regan.
William Byron, a good break to get some track position with that 24 car with the previous caution. The car right now is just too loose to the right-handers for him.
All right, the 5 car to pit road. 24 car to pit road. Denny Hamlin to pit road.
Luck
Denny
is when
Hamlin, our
preparation
pole sitter.
meets an opportunity.
Yes. Right, Larry.
Bad day on the job as a rodeo clown is truly a bad day on the job. I saw a video last night with a bunch of ladies on out in the middle of a rodeo arena, and the bull was just running them over. I don't know what they were doing. It was like 80 people on a rodeo thing, and there was a bull let loose. And man, there were some gals taking not a bull, but it didn't have horns, but it was knocking the shit out of some folks.
Really were thinking about 4 stops, but it saves you.
They should have put that up on Discord.
We get a caution there with about 10 or 15 laps to go. You want a set of sticker tires laying there to be able to utilize.
All right, they're on board with Harvick. He's currently in 9th position. His high of the day was 6th. His low 30th. He's plus 4,000 to win here. Logano and the number 1 car to pit road. Chastain.
All day long. Better this run. They're making good adjustments on it, but he still needs more with that car. Jamie?
Ross Chastain in the 1 car making his way down pit road to his pit crew. Remember that caution came out before when he was on pit road. They had already pitted, got all that track position. Car's pretty good, just getting a little
Corey
bit
Jefferson
loose,
says, I saw the same video. Did you see it? That first gal gets absolutely waylaid. The first one gets absolutely just destroyed. Howard, Discord is our, it's a server that with like chat rooms and stuff on it. You should join. You should join the Discord. We put up like memes, and there's a bunch of different sections you can comment on. And there's a couple live rooms as well. There's the Discord link, y'all.
Sometimes those guys, Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, Chris Buescher,
Patriot Roy D is up in here. What?
Because based on pace,
been a member now for 11 months. Appreciate it, buddy. 36 laps to go.
So here's Truex, the leader pit.
Oh, it's the worst case scenario for the 8 or the 34 because he got on pit
Truex to pit road.
Regan.
Well, the 8 car, Kyle Busch pitting also this time right now. The 8 car comes in good for 3 laps, and then it starts to lose grip as he runs. And the 19 of your leader, Martin Truex, he has been very pleased.
Yeah, Brandon B was the one that donated your membership, Alex. Brandon B was the one that gifted.
There, the 8 car came with Truex. What a huge advantage that caution was for guys like Kyle Busch.
Put him right into the game.
All right, Kyle Busch to pit road.
Out front. McDowell and Buescher trying
so Harvick has moved up to 4th. It's Ford, Chevy, Ford in your top 4.
A.J. Allmendinger, the 2 wins he has in Cup, both came on road courses. Car's been pretty good. Of course, another one of those drivers calling for rear grip. Just do whatever you can to help me out. He was also frustrated on the radio there, gave up some position before he was called into pit road.
Larry, what do you think the game plan is here for McDowell?
Well, they've got to. The two things can happen here, Mike. You've got to get on pit road now, or they
I'm
may be
hangry.
thinking about trying to run it long.
I'm gonna have to grab me some of what's left of that charcuterie board or whatever the freak you call it. Maybe a soda pop. Next commercial break. Go Chase, says Chris Davis.
Would work out for them if they don't get the pit road. There they are.
All right, here comes the Fords, the pit road.
Yeah, to give Luck a chance to operate, they were going to have to stretch it way too far. I thought that was in the danger zone.
All right, let's start with Regan.
The 17 of Chris Buescher right now. He's got good lateral, or excuse me, he needs some more lateral grip with that car, especially on the left sides of the car. And the 34 of Michael McDowell, this was inaudible. They were not going to pit initially this soon, but when everybody else did, they got on the radio about 3 quarters ago, said we have to right now, just a little bit loose to the right-handers.
So Chase Elliott cycles to the lead. Remember, this is
all right. So a new leader, Chase Elliott,
has raced this year.
Yeah, and Mike, you know, listening to Michael McDowell's strategy,
feed the hangry tummy.
making that audible.
I always enjoy the streams, Jeff.
3 seconds to those guys, Truex and Kyle Busch.
I've been lurking and listening. I appreciate it, Patriot Roy D. Appreciate it, buddy.
In this group of cars, which is going to hurt his lap times even more. He's going to have to fight to get in front of Chastain and Eric Jones right here. Looks like he's got a great run on the exit there.
Wow, we got a gaggle of cars together here. McDowell among them, the 43, the 1, the 17, the 11 of Hamlin.
He's behind all 5 of those cars. He might spend the next 6 laps trying to get by them.
3 wide at a turn 4.
Oh, it was Brandon Paxton. My bad, Brandon.
34 laps to go in Sonoma. Chase Elliott in the lead.
All right, so they're going to commercial, and I'm going to run and grab some cheese and crackers.
Trilogy for COPD.
Some cheese and crackers. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back, y'all. I'm back. Got a bad feeling the 45 is about to take over this race. All right, so we buy these at the grocery store, y'all. They're just like a little thing with some crackers, some cheese, some ham. You get them with salami. Get back to it.
Toyota Save Mart 350 on Fox. 32 laps to go.
5 likes away from 75.
Road course in Northern California. Here's your aerial coverage provided by Goodyear, powering every mile and every moment on NASCAR's road to victory. Goodyear, more driven. So at the front of the field.
All right, so new leader Elliott, Harvick in second.
Of the season, he was recovering from a snowboarding accident.
Harvick in second, 1.42 back.
In Texas, and was unable to compete there. So first road race for a fellow who's had so much success on these road courses.
Yeah,
Don't stop, get it.
The 19 car is the fastest car. They'll have to do something different in order to outrun him, and Alan Gustafson's doing that right now.
They're saying Truex is in fourth, and he's going to come quickly.
Second place, same conversation as Chase Elliott. Trying to give Luck a chance to operate. Let's gamble. Cards are on the table.
Tyler Reddick in third.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick, I mean, one of the best road racers in this series. This has been a struggle for him, though. But like Clint said, going to try to get themselves a little bit lucky and get a position to go in this race.
Reddick in third. He's not far behind Harvick.
And this is the guy they're all trying to jockey around for position, trying to do something to offset them on strategy. Martin Truex, fastest car here today.
Kind of is, Sheila. Kind of the same thing.
And Kevin Harvick. Jamie. Regan, excuse me.
Kevin Harvick in the 4-car.
All right, Harvick to pit road.
In the race, this particular run, though, just losing the rear tires too much, too loose with the back of the car sliding around.
So he's going to be back there in like 20th again.
There, but had to bring it down. Said he's tighter now, but he thinks it's a good thing as he pulls it into the pit box for 4 tires and an air pressure adjustment. Been pretty happy with this car today.
You know, Mike, he said his car's tighter now, and he likes that better. The one thing about being a little bit tight at this track, and Kevin Harvick said it in our pre-race show, it's a little bit more forgiving. If you're loose, it's hard to control what you have.
So Chase came to pit road as well.
A better drive off. We've really focused on that the whole race long. So being just a skosh on the tight side is not a bad thing.
So the lead cycles back to Martin Truex, who pitted at lap 75, 5 laps ago. The 2 cars that are out there on worn tires in the top 10 are Tyler Reddick in second and Bubba Wallace in 8th.
So Truex is the leader again, 2.48 lead over Reddick, 3.92 over Busch.
3 seconds.
Harvick going to cycle in at 20th.
Right now. So not only does he have the track position and the tires, I mean, the lap time's just not even close right now between those guys.
And also Daniel Suarez, who we're showing last stopped at lap
Jeff Powell checks in, says Chase will win this thing. I don't know, like they're saying, Truex seems to be like the guy to beat to me.
Battle led by Joey Logano. And Suarez finally makes his appearance on pit road. Larry Mack?
Yeah, what I was going to say about Tyler Reddick, the only way this would work is if we go another 5 or 6 laps. But
all right, there goes Reddick.
You know what? This is not working. So
off pit road,
as Daniel Suarez and Bubba Wallace did too.
So, but for Ryan
58 in the
Blaney,
chat,
who had a penalty earlier and got a lap down early, everybody has made this pit stop.
At 17 to Chris Buescher, it just seems like every road race.
You nailed it on the head, though, Sheila. It's just like a big adult Lunchable.
But just top 10 you to death there at the end.
But I've been working on it all week.
Position you see getting to the inside of Ross Chastain right there, moves up to the top 6.
I think she got it last Saturday.
This one, he's really good at Sonoma.
What's up, 2 dogs?
You know, you talk about the experience.
2 dogs up in here, joining the other dogs in the chat.
Abusing them forward drive up through the S's like this.
Sorry about that.
Really good here at Sonoma.
29 to go. Martin Truex, 3.8 seconds up on Kyle Busch. Now we're going to take you, Fox, side by side once more.
All right, Fox going side by side. I'll mute that for commercials. Dab Dave, been a member for 1 month. Keep up the good work, and we'll all keep coming back. This channel's the best because of the host. Appreciate it, Dab Dave. Brandon Paxton up in here. What's up, Brandon? Brandon back in the house. That fella thanked you for donating the membership there, Brandon. All right, Fox side by side. Our race leader again is Martin Truex Jr., Kyle Busch second, Joey Logano third. Truex's lead over Busch is 3.7 seconds. We've got 28 laps to go. 28 laps to go. Yellowman putting up some brewskis in the chat. Appreciate y'all, your support, y'all. Appreciate it, appreciate it. All right, we're side by side on Fox, but 27 to go. Brandon just created a Discord account. Cool. Growing up, I used to love saltine crackers with ketchup. What?
What? What the fuck?
What, Glenn? Anybody else team saltine crackers with ketchup? Brandon says Kyle Busch needs to start winning more races. I think he's already got 4 wins on the season, 3 or 4. I think he's killing it. All right, back to it, y'all.
Trying to drive away from Kyle Busch, Michael McDowell, Joey Logano, the rest of this field. Here's your progressive race summary.
I think Kyle Busch has already exceeded expectations in his first year at Richard Childress.
5 different leaders, 7 lead changes, and still 34 of the 36 cars are on the lead lap. Hamlin and Kyle Busch won the stages today. No stage breaks in road racing anymore. And we've had some interesting difference of strategies among the top drivers.
You really, all right, let's talk about it. What shook it up? It was that caution. I mean, who was the big winners? It was the 8, Kyle Busch. It was the 22, Logano, 1 of Chastain, 24, Byron. Big winners from that caution. All right.
Putting all my deep and darkest secrets out there today, says Glenn.
Kyle Larson and Chase Elliott. They were the big losers of that. Hey, think about this. Kyle Busch was running 15th. Took him.
I've never heard of that shit, Glenn. I have never heard that.
Right
that was a thing.
17th for Logano and 19th for Byron. That was a big change of events for those cars.
Yep, a huge swing. And here's a look at some of the contenders and how things have moved up and down. Note Christopher Bell +3 after his pit stop.
Wait, what?
Hamlin -3, as Clint pointed out. What? Kyle Larson -4.
Bunch of weirdos up in here.
Yeah, I mean, Denny Hamlin, you know, I mean, he was
ketchup on rice
early, was running second, had a bad pit stop, and then a double whammy came with the pit
party
stop.
Foul.
Excuse me, the caution that bit him.
Yeah, when he had the bad pit stop, the next 10 laps of his race just kind of crumbled. He lost a lot of positions.
Yellow and probably gonna tell me he puts ketchup on
some guys. Truex was
rice now.
I mean, when he was able to maneuver his way through, Hamlin did not have a good restart and then lost a few spots.
When it rains, it pours.
Well, it's been a different
ooh, butterfly, says Sheila.
You look at our Fox race tracker in the upper left of your screen is just that. 1 caution flag all day.
25 laps to go.
That is it. That has changed things up. So Larry Mack,
Yellowman says I don't use ketchup.
With 20 laps or 15 laps to go, you got 34 cars on the lead lap. Do you want track position, or do you want that set of tires that's sitting in the box?
Yes.
Glenn says I also used to put Miracle Whip on a piece of bread and eat it. No meat.
Who really could be in the catbird seat could be someone like Chase Elliott or Kevin Harvick that waited and made that pit stop. They'll have
Jeff says Spanish rice is literally ketchup with
is exactly what you said. 34 drivers on the lead lap.
With rice. Not exactly.
There's going to be some guys in the middle of this pack that's going to swing for the fence and stay out should we get that late caution.
There's no question. You can't.
Brandon likes to put some A1 sauce on some grilled salmon.
It's going to have to come at the expense of some sort of strategy on pit road, if in fact that ever even happens.
Well, I'm going to tell y'all right now, the caution comes out, I am going to pit, and I'm going to sit in my pit box until Larry puts 4 tires on my car, because I just think it's so much easier to be on the offense.
Yeah, you got a point there, Yellowman.
And you're going to hope you drag 25 guys into pit road with you.
Absolutely, and you got to get a little bit lucky, but Chase Elliott being in the position he's in, if the caution doesn't fall in the next 4 or 5 laps, I don't think he's able to stay out. I think you can have max 8 to 10 laps on your tires.
Totally.
You know, I was looking the other day on YouTube, and I know we stay away from politics on this channel.
June 24th, the CONCACAF Gold Cup kicks off on FS1. Check out the U.S. men's national team.
But man, if you got like shitty political takes
in an opening match against Jamaica,
and you live stream those takes on a regular basis, you be getting some viewers, y'all.
About this caution. I mean, you pointed it out. There's been one
You get some
caution
viewers
on the racetrack. It was a tire getting loose. That's why I go back to my credit ones to watch. Martin Truex. I'm on board with that.
Mark's losing his appetite.
We're going to win this race.
I think.
You want to talk about corn some more?
Oh, I don't think so.
I point out the obvious there. I think that was my guy.
Mugs with 3,000 in the chat and their shit political takes.
Streak at Dover this year in May on Fox.
Patriot Roy D says, I love me some A1. I put it on lots of things.
Indeterminate about his future. Does he want to keep racing beyond this year?
Let us hear it.
Having a good time and winning races.
Let's hear it, Patriot.
No, he seems way happier this year, Mike.
Yes.
And I mean, even before he got that win, it seems like he's enjoying life a little bit more. And those wins, that's just a bonus.
Oh, this right here, this is the carrot dangler that Joe Gibbs and company.
Peanut butter and onion sandwiches.
Put that cat out front, let him go win. He ain't getting out of that seat. No way. Why would you?
Dover ended that long
23 to go.
54 races. And he pretty well dominated there.
You got a point there too, Yellowham.
You know, but that's been Martin Truex's MO. If he wins, he wins when he's been strong all day.
There's channels that literally just show Trump speeches 24 hours a day, and they stay with 1,500 in the chat. Just playing Trump speeches on replay. I don't know how that works as far as copyright.
So Chris Buescher moves up a spot on Joey Logano.
Crazy.
Behind Michael McDowell, who's running third, right where he finished here last year.
It's so funny going back to Dover when both of those boys win, and Martin, the dad, he was there. Buddy, when I saw him after Sunday,
I bet he was in good shape, right?
He looked like he'd been celebrating a little bit. I don't blame him a bit. That's a big, proud Papa day.
Think about that, though. You're a
I
dad
put
now.
Parmesan cheese powder on brown rice.
To be proud of your kid playing sports. My kid
That might be
plays
good.
sports.
Just one of them.
I know. I mean,
You
think about
imagine
that.
both
Both
of
your
them?
kids winning at the top level in the same weekend at what you call your home racetrack. That's a special weekend.
It's called taking all their money.
Looks like Chris Buescher is closing on Michael McDowell, who is 6.9 off the lead. Martin
No more
Truex
corn
Jr.
talk, says Sheila.
We'll go side by side.
All right, Fox going side by side, y'all, so I got to mute it. Getting near the end of this one. 22 laps remaining. It's yummy. I like Parmesan cheese. Even if it's the fake stuff. Logando Venice says Vanderlei Capalbo. Welcome to the channel. Team of Destiny in the house. Steve says, tell us your political views without telling us your political views. Yeah, it's impossible. Hit the like, everybody. We got 53 in the house. 21 laps to go. Martin Truex Jr. continues to lead. 3.7 second lead over Kyle Busch. 6.77 over Michael McDowell, who's having a hell of a race. Chris Buescher into fourth. Logano fifth. Ross Chastain sixth. Christopher Bell seventh. William Byron eighth. Larson in ninth. Denny Hamlin 10th. That was a good little snack, y'all. Finish the rest of this tonight or else throw it in the dumpster tomorrow. Trash day tomorrow. All right, we're back at it, y'all.
Sonoma, and we'll shed a small tear for 20 laps to go in the NASCAR on Fox season. 16 races complete.
So this is Fox's last race, y'all.
On NBC, and
they'll be at Nashville.
2 weeks from today, June 25th.
So a week off for NASCAR next week, and then they'll be at Nashville.
We can hand over to carry through the rest of the season.
Hamlin is around. Caution is out.
Denny Hamlin spun out on the front stretch. Yes, it is. Unbelievable.
Caution is out.
See what happened? I looked up. I was talking to you, Mike, over your shoulder. Denny Hamlin's backwards.
Just spun right at start finish.
Yeah, but you see the toe links broke on the back of that
car. Toe link broke on the back of the 11 Toyota.
Heart attack.
Man, I'll tell you what, I couldn't believe it.
Definitely bent the right rear, right front.
I had Mike crying up here about going off the air, and I
Hamlin was 10.
Hamlin crying on the front stretch. Let's see what happens.
So Hamlin was right at the start-finish line.
Kind of takes me back to turn 11.
And it just broke loose on him.
I think he may hit those tires off of 11 maybe.
Or he could have had contact maybe on the exit of 4.
We're going to see.
Yeah.
All right, they're going to show the replay here, y'all.
He got up into the wall.
He's already sideways here, though.
A lot of damage to that right rear quarter panel.
It almost like the back axle just gave way, probably as he went through that turn.
And it was bent on that right rear. It takes me back to those tires in turn 11. Did he get into the tires and bend that toe link?
Yeah, he's definitely had contact with something, and when it breaks that toe link,
crash day tomorrow.
The rear of the car, you see it starts steering the front of the car, and you're just along for the ride.
Trolls love eating Spam, Valhalla.
Well, he'll try to wheel it around under caution.
Well, there's one thing I can guarantee. This changes the game for this race. What do we do here, Larry?
Well, I think there's no question. We're going to go back racing.
That wheel is pointed the wrong way on Hamlin's Toyota as he's trying to get around one more time and get it to pit road.
I think you're right.
He'll probably go right past the pace car here.
To go to the checkered flag, everybody's got a set of sticker tires.
I'll tell you who's not coming. Michael McDowell. They have played contrary strategy all year long trying to get a win.
18 to go.
I think you have to pit if you want to win the race. You can't hang on with that. Truex has been the best car. You got to pit. He's got to hope Truex has an issue on pit road. Maybe shuffles him to the back, and then he can race Kyle Busch for the win. But I think you got to come to pit road.
I agree, but I think this is giving Luck a chance to operate. If you're all right, let's think about it. Chase Elliott. There's no way they think they have to win. What do you have to do? You need, if you're going to stay out, you got to have enough the cars behind you, a buffer, if you will, between the guys that don't. But
yeah, but unfortunately for Chase Elliott,
somebody just passed the pace car.
Too late. We talked.
I didn't think you could do that.
Caution to fall between 5 and 8 laps in order to stay out. I think that's going to be a struggle.
All right, Hamlin makes it to pit road.
The only thing that can help you is cautions.
So Hamlin makes his way to pit road, where hopefully they can replace that toe link and fix any other damage. Everybody's coming around.
So the toe link is different from the axle. It's the part that holds the axle in place, I believe.
We'll remind you that coming up next on Fox is Week 9 of the USFL. Now in the North Division, if the Philadelphia Stars beat the New Jersey Generals today,
70s in California this week.
In the playoffs.
Will Rogers says stay out.
If New Jersey wins, then all 3 other teams will still have a path to clinch next week. So a lot at stake here. Tune in next on Fox.
Duke Chronic says that was Grant Elriger Enfinger. He was 1 lap down. I just didn't think you could pass it under any circumstance. Harvick up to 13th. We'll see who pits here with 18 to go.
That's the leader.
There's single file around Sonoma Raceway right now.
Tell you, when you got 33 drivers on the lead lap, there's going to be a handful that's going to stay out.
Absolutely.
If you follow the leader, that's all you'll do is follow the leader.
I think you look for the opportunities. You look for people. I like what your head was at, and Mike Joy, when you said McDowell, I look at a Chase Elliott that's in a must-win situation. There's other guys out there. You need 10, you need 12 cars to be a buffer. Look at Truex thinking about it. What's he going to do? Still time, still time.
All right.
We're pitting.
Lead cars down pit road. Everybody coming.
All the top 10 and
Looks
more.
like Bubba stayed out, but I don't know if he's a lap down. Chase stayed out. Bubba Wallace might be our race leader here, y'all.
Continues to lose grip as he runs with that car. Same problem that he has been fighting all day long in that 8 car. The 19 of Martin Truex, they said that they felt like those 6
There he is, y'all. That Chase, that on the go fella, showing them coming down pit road on his cell phone.
The 34 of Michael McDowell, just 2 loose to the S's going left and right now. Jamie?
Ross Chastain pits from the 6th spot, says he just doesn't fire up as well as the cars around him, and he's still on the loose side, but certainly not terrible for the one. He's still got a shot.
And he's not limiting it either. He doesn't limit it to like 10 seconds. He shows the whole pit sequence.
The first one's off. Chris Buescher gets 1. So does Logano, Chastain, Larson, and Allmendinger. Chase Elliott stays out. So does Tyler Reddick.
All right, so we're going to a commercial break, y'all.
Things are heating up in Sonoma.
If I'm busy, I'm pitting, says Brandon. 9 stayed out, yep. It's going to be crazy, and they might get 3 greens in a row, says Duke. I don't even know if I can get again. Good for the goose. What's good for that goose? Would have to log on to YouTube TV though. Will Rogers. Leave it to the driver from here, hopefully. You were trying to say Bush, Brandon? Laughing about. Oh, if I'm Bush, I'm pitting. I get you, bro. So we're in a commercial break here. Yellow flag. Chase Elliott is showing as the leader. Tyler Reddick second. Ryan Blaney third. Harvick currently posted in 15th. Yeah, probably a nap, Brandon. I'll probably jump in there and get me like a 30-minute nap. I know we're getting some burgers tonight for dinner. I got all the garbage already out in the dumpster except for the bathrooms. But here we go. Let's get back to it.
Joey Logano there, hosting that one. Well, we found out what happened to Denny Hamlin. It was the inside wall at turn number 12. Watch the third car in line here.
Yeah, he's following along right behind William Byron. Just turned it in too sharp. Nails the inside wall, shoots him right out into the outside. And when he hits this outside wall, that's what broke the toe link with the right rear. I've seen that happen before. Man, it really.
So the Unabomber killed himself.
To the pit stop, then an untimely caution caught him off guard. Now we're pretty much on the truck headed to the house.
And the damaged vehicle policy clock's going to expire on him. Here is the choose.
Right there at the choose spot on the race there. I mean, on the track.
And then they'll head for the Geico.
So it'll be Truex Elliott on the front row, Busher Blaney in row 2.
Michael McDowell was up among those front runners, but they lost.
Harvick will be way back there in row 8 on the outside.
They had to go for a spare on McDowell. Here's his radio.
Well, that sucks. Man, I'm so sorry. You've got to be kidding me. I guess I should have stayed out there. Sorry. A lot of racing left here, boys and girls.
So McDowell lost a number of spots, currently in 13th.
I like the driver being optimistic.
Well, you know, he knows.
Nothing you can do about it. That's right.
Those guys, they're bummed out. That's a hard one to swallow.
You know, guys, we talked about if you stay out, if you don't. Blaney really hadn't had a great car today. Has been behind, but he only has 7 green flag laps on his tires. He's
all right, pace car to pit road.
Of the guys that did stay out.
Chase Elliott has 12.
Green flag is back out at Sonoma. Chase Elliott to the lead.
This is going to be short-lived. You're a sitting duck. I'm afraid you need a caution quick.
Through the Geico restart zone, and we're back to green. 15 to go.
I like the call, though. You have to win. Let's go for it. Put the cards on the table.
15 to go.
Well, the one thing we've seen of the drivers that had tires on, Clint, those first couple of laps is where it's really magnified, where you see that is the most of an advantage.
What I want to see, don't let Truex get to that inside. He's already the inside of Reddick. Try to
Truex passes Reddick.
Try to run and hide. Truex to the inside of Reddick.
Truex in gotta-go mode, and so is Kyle Busch on fresh tires.
Better run, Chase. He's coming.
With the 19.
Yeah.
Better run, Mr. Elliott.
Oh, look at the 8 going to the inside.
Gotta go. Can't wait.
Yeah, you can't let Truex get away. If the 8's going to have any chance of being able to race him.
Truex did a great job of making quick time.
Big Dog says, I bumped into the Unabomber at a gas station in his hometown in Lincoln, Montana. Very creepy.
For a couple of laps to
what?
Close that gap back down. He was able to get by Tyler Reddick, but it took him a
no more streams today, Brandon. Nothing to stream.
Won't quite catch him here at turn 11. He might have to wait for turn 7, or will he wait?
Oh, he's definitely going to have to wait.
The thing is, on those new tires, there's just such an advantage on the acceleration off the corner. You can see him roll in on him. Right now, if I'm Truex, I'm going to patiently
Martin Truex wants first. Chase Elliott is the only thing stopping him.
Knows it's coming, and there's nothing he can do to. This isn't a track that you can block on. He just has to try to run the best corners he can and hope that he gets a good exit.
There we go. Truex back to the lead.
Yeah, he knows, and what he can do is try to be good where you know Truex going to try to set you up. Unfortunately, it's right here.
Your left.
You're just not going to hold that guy off.
Truex back to the lead. Kyle Busch.
Time for some Call of Duty. I don't even have that plugged in.
Yeah, Kyle Busch is going to have to capitalize.
I do need to get back on there, though, but I totally screwed up this season because I didn't play much.
Right here, he's going to try to stay as tight as he can to Chase Elliott as they
wasted battle pass this year.
Now they make this turn right for turn 10, and he'll probably try to get
stream the USFL game.
I'm telling you though, this is a
I'm going to talk about both the XFL and USFL in my podcast tomorrow. I'm going to talk about my thoughts on that whole deal.
Reddick's got a flat tire.
Reddick is something wrong with the Reddick.
There's a good chance that could bring out another caution because he's going to have to go all the way around the racetrack. There's nowhere else to get off.
Long ways around from there. Missed pit road entry. Oh, he's going to go around.
Wow.
That's a pretty heads-up move. I don't know. Can you do that, Larry?
Can you do that? Reddick just did a U-turn to get onto pit road.
I don't know if you can do it or not.
You can do anything you want. That's right.
I think that was smart on his part.
Extremely smart.
Honestly, I believe NASCAR is okay with what he just did there.
I don't think I've ever can remember back somebody doing that, but that's a heads-up play.
Well, saved a caution flag, and it got him off track out of the way.
Yeah, it's saved. I bet he gets penalized for what he did right there. I mean, you've cut 90.
All right, so Amarola is around as well.
Well, there's the help.
Gets it back underway.
Yeah, but he already had the flat tire getting down into that.
Oh, Almirola.
Top of the hill in 7.
Gets going again. And Kyle Busch is within a car length of Martin Truex at turn 11.
Now, this is getting interesting. We haven't seen anybody. Truex has been great.
Got across his butterfly.
We haven't seen these two cars together on equal tires. And that's pretty impressive to see Kyle close that.
Unabomber was 16 when he started college. I didn't know that he was that smart.
Get in that mirror.
And that stupid at the same time.
Looking in that mirror.
Come on, Chase is Willie Bowen.
Is he catching me? That's when you start making mistakes. One slip up, Kyle Busch is around you.
Well, and if I'm Kyle, I'm pushing as hard as I can, trying to get in front of Martin. And if I use up too much tire, who cares? We'll move on.
You're trying to force him into a mistake.
Force the 19 into a mistake. If I'm Truex, the opposite.
Kyle Busch is past Elliott now. He's 4/10 behind Truex.
Later in the race here.
He's trying to force Martin Truex to make a mistake. You've raced against this guy.
He's pretty solid, Mike.
He's pretty solid, yes.
Harvick in 12th, about 7 seconds back, y'all.
Kyle Busch's crew chief, Randall Burnett, leads all crew chiefs with 6.
Well, he didn't really do a U-turn. He went off. There's a like an access road of some kind, and he went on that and then went around and came back. But it wasn't on the track. He didn't do a U-turn in the racing groove.
Was the short tracks, and it's the same rules package that we have here. This has got to make you feel really good. They already have the 3 wins this year.
Kind of like going off track and around, I guess.
It's got to be a good feeling for all those 18 guys.
Kyle Busch was almost a half a second faster than him that last lap. Truex matched his speed there. Truex back to the fastest car, got away from him a little bit.
Elliott and Logano passed Blaney, who's back to 5th here.
You know Harvick going to make it into the top 10 by the end of this.
He had that speeding penalty early in the race. This guy, he's hit a home run in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, he went a lap down. His average running position today, 26th. And here he is up in the top 5 with 11 to go.
Ooh, the 43 is around. Flames coming out of the side of the car.
Who's going to win Sonoma? Let's take you one.
Is he going to get it going?
Side by side. Well, let's not. Eric Jones around.
Top of the hill, 3A.
Fires it up.
Yeah, and that's a blind corner for all of those cars behind him.
Very dangerous.
Probably going to get a caution right here.
That was lucky, unscathed.
Going real slow down the hill there. It doesn't look like he's got that car running.
Yeah, he's just trying to get it restarted right here. When he spun out, the engines died, and he's trying to get it fired back up. I can say that the 19 does not want to see a caution because he doesn't want to have to race Kyle Busch on a restart.
Truex's lead is almost a full second over Busch now.
Amazing job with Larson on all of those restarts at Gateway. He was able to nail all of those. And honestly, Clint, he's hanging with the 19 much better than we've seen anybody do all day long. Truex a couple of tenths quicker, but one slip up, Kyle Busch will be there again.
Truex and Busch have had 10 1-2 finishes, including Martin's last win here in 2019.
Sonoma's your favorite road course, Willie?
Side-by-side break. We'll take one more here with 10 to go.
All right, so here we go. Fox going side by side. Logano up to 3rd. Elliott 4th now. I'm not sure what happened to the 43, Rafael. Not sure what happened to him. They cut the camera to him and he was backwards on the track. All right, the 45 passes Logano now. Excuse me. Back that up. Logano's still in 3rd. Who did I see just pass him? All right, Fox is side by side right now, though, y'all. 9 to go in the Save Mart 350 from Sonoma Raceway. Martin Truex has been the strongest car of the day, in my opinion. Looks like he's going to win this thing. David Catalano, a 149 super chat. Appreciate it, Mr. Catalano. Put a banana out on the track. Playing some Mario Kart. Looking for a caution. Banana peel action. Oh, he was a lap down, Duke? That's who I saw passing was the 45. Truex's lead now. Something's up with timing and scoring. It's jumping in weird increments. It'll go up like 3 seconds, which isn't true, and then fall back down to like 1. But it's 1.3 second lead for Truex over Busch with 8 to go. Big Dog says we're about to have another great finish. I don't know. I don't think Busch has anything for Truex, Big Dog. I don't think he has anything for him.
8 laps to go. Martin Truex has pulled out a bit of a lead on Kyle Busch now, 1.2 seconds.
Blaney's about to have another great finish. 6, not too bad.
About to have some company in the form of Chris Buescher.
Oh, they do, Dennis. They do.
Final look at the trends of the season here.
Yeah, Mike, since we're doing something different here, and what I mean by that, we're not throwing the caution for the stage ends. I just decided to look at the first 15 races.
In this race right here, Butterfly, the average speed has been 81.350, 81.350. Last fast lap was 89.737. But remember, we're on a road course here, so much slower speeds.
Well, Larry, Kyle Busch is cheering for you. I can tell you that right now, because that would all play into his favor.
Well, I'd say there's about 35 drivers.
But the distance between Truex and Busch remains about the same, about 1.3 seconds. Logano a full 5 seconds back now.
All right,
Harvick still in 12th.
Made the move on Ryan Blaney down in turn 11, and that is for 6th spot. Buescher ahead of them. Blaney with Allmendinger. Now, Tyler Reddick and the strange path of Tyler Reddick. On further review, he is going to do a pass-through penalty down pit road for shortcutting the course.
We actually went backwards.
All right, so Reddick does get penalized for that move where he kind of went around in a circle to get back to pit road.
There was something wrong there. Well, I mean, all right.
They're off next week, Big Dog, and then they're in Nashville when NBC takes over the coverage.
I'm going to tell you made the right decision.
My understanding, off next week, or I believe that's Father's Day, and then they go to Nashville.
Situations, guys, where you stay out, right? You're not on as good of tires. You're doing everything you can to hold those guys up. They get tired of it. It gets down to the end of the race.
Something going on with Blaney. I think they just turned him.
He was running 6. Blaney.
They just turned Blaney.
Oh, Allmendinger slides in there.
I think Allmendinger was going to wreck if he didn't get out of the way right there. And you see a little
He tried to cross back over behind Allmendinger, and McDowell got in the back of
19 is white knuckling it, says Dennis.
Harvick's view on the Ford onboard camera.
Yeah, it all started with Allmendinger, just like you said, diving in there really hard. He tried to cross back over and get in line. McDowell was there, got in the rear of him.
Yeah, they're making turns, though, going that fast, Butterfly.
For Ryan Blaney.
They're not on the highway.
Things were finally trending his way after a tough day. Fortunately,
12 is around again.
Denny Hamlin checked and released at the infield care center. He's the only car out of the race. 35 running with 6 laps to go, and only 3 cars not on the lead lap. And Ryan's rough day continues.
He's ready for the off weekend.
6th to 22nd. Now we're even worse than that.
Well, when you spin out like that, your tires get hot. Then you have even less grip. And you see right here,
again.
Chase Briscoe turns him around right here in turn 2.
I'm on fire right now.
Someone spoke too early about Blaney, Big Dog.
I'm going to tell you right now, there's flames coming out of my helmet inside that race car. That is the ultimate knock at the end of a long race.
What happened to
Finally
Harvick?
got yourself battled back, got some light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, he's up to 11th.
Blows up in your face.
Well, at least Ryan Blaney's got a win in his pocket, that Coca-Cola 600, that he's not like Chase Elliott and others trying to fight to get their one win to get in the playoffs right now.
Heart's way up, Dennis, probably.
Incredible run a few weeks ago and locked in now.
I wouldn't
Big Dog says, yep, I jinxed him.
Back to the truck and try to tell him that little silver lining tidbit.
No, absolutely not.
So Truex won this race back in 2013 when he had Napa sponsorship and he was driving a number 56 car.
Driving that Toyota for MWR.
Back in the old MWR days. Most wins at Sonoma. Gordon with 5, Stewart with 3, and then now Truex 3.
You're talking to Boyer? I know you're talking directly to Boyer,
Who's
right?
talking directly to Clint.
Apparently nobody could win. And what number was that? Number 1? No, that was a good times. It really was. We got on to something, Brian Patty.
Laps led today. Truex has led 46, Busch 17, Elliott 7, Chastain and McDowell 1.
These guys are in trouble. We went on to win that race, and Truex took the exact same setup and went and won in 2013.
Dennis is just from racing online. I know the heart rate thing.
Truex being good at saving tires. That was your thing. You were.
I miss racing online, man. Damn, I miss it.
You had to save tire and really discipline yourself.
I just don't have time to do it.
Into your wheelhouse, being somewhere that you had to manage your car a little bit better.
I used to race online in the old Papyrus days, y'all.
Truex the leader, Busch a second and a half back, Logano 6 seconds back, Chris Buescher 9 seconds back. Is at the front of this next pack, and he's pulling away from them. Here comes Buescher, having a great day. 9 seconds back. He has about a 1 second cushion on Chase Elliott, who has no cushion.
Yellowman went and took a nap, y'all.
Well, Chase Elliott's in the same position that
we're losing the camera here.
He's on the older tires. He's done a little better job hanging on. Maybe had a little better car than Blaney did. But with this last 4 laps are going to be tough for him to hang on, knowing those guys have better tires.
Right behind him, Christopher Bell.
And then you got, look at Allmendinger bouncing back again. He's been down and out, up and down, all around.
Allmendinger in 7th. Michael McDowell, after that pit stop miscue, losing the right.
4 laps to go.
He's in 7th place, or 8th place.
Well, and he's done a great job of hanging on and not imploding with that bad pit stop. Kyle Larson was someone that we thought yesterday had the best 5-lap, 10-lap average. Looked like he drove to the front early on, but hasn't been the day we expected from him.
Ross Chastain's had a pretty quiet day, hanging on to a top 10 spot here in the number 1, and Kevin Harvick in his final Sonoma appearance in 11th.
Yeah, struggled just a little bit with the Ford car. Hasn't been the day that he hoped for.
Harvick might not get in the top 10, y'all. Chastain, the next car in front of him. Stenhouse behind him.
Behind him, Ricky Stenhouse.
Mike, having a career year, won the Daytona 500, the amount of top 10s.
Start a sim racing channel.
Road racer. He has not been a road racer, but top 10 at COTA earlier this year, and you see him right now in 12th.
Well, neither is Ryan Preece, but Preece came out here and ran the ARCA race on Friday. Started on the pole and won it, and that has paid off. Preece having a solid day.
After COTA, this next one's the one that surprises me the most. I thought he was going to be the one. If anybody could challenge for a win, and I really thought he'd be challenging Reddick for that.
Duke says Martin Truex Jr. better hope that his car's legit.
Yesterday in practice and qualifying, kind of struggled ever since.
Yeah, Alex Bowman, you see right here, they've been really quiet all day long, but they started off the year. He and his new crew chief, Blake Harris, started off the year
Bubba Wallace, currently in 17th, started 18th, stage 1, 15th, stage 2, 22nd.
They're kind of off sequence with everybody for a while.
Not a big day, not a good day for Bubba.
16, he's in 16th place.
64 in the house.
Right on, as soon as they got on the racetrack, he was.
Ty Gibbs, currently at 18th. He was in 6th for a while.
Bubba's been solid, but not here today.
I don't know if this kid's going to get a win.
Ty Gibbs was one of those Toyotas that were all 5 in the top 5 early in the race. Spent the middle part of the race hanging right around 10th place. Here he is 18th.
Yeah, a little shocking to see him fade like he has.
Who's the Texas
race.
Bushman?
As you mentioned at the beginning, I mean, it looked like he had a car that can contend to win. As a race has went on, though, he's lost some track position and is faded back. You see an 18th now.
19th will be Austin Dillon. Got in a little dust up down there in turn 11 earlier in the day. Right smack in the middle of the lead lap cars. And then Corey LaJoie, who for a while had the race's fastest lap since eclipsed by Haley. But LaJoie back in the top 20.
See a little bit of tape on that right front fender. That's from, he had that massive.
He's a guy that has a YouTube channel, Chris? What does he do on there?
Who does have the fastest lap of the race at a minute 18.91. 2 to go for Truex, and the gap pretty constant.
All right, Truex headed up the hill.
Seconds.
Oh, you see Kyle Busch runs a little wide on the exit of turn 10. He's doing all he can to not only try to
white flag is out.
Eric Jones got that spin earlier.
White flag waves. 1 lap to go. Sponsored by Credit One Bank.
There's no better feeling.
Just heard the door open. I think the COO just woke up from the nap zone.
Lead. You get to take the white flag lap, Clint, and just savor it and kind of enjoy all of it. Don't have to run it 100%.
He'll hear these words. Just bring it home. That's right. A good phrase. And nobody's done it better than him. Man, I'm telling you. Again, I joke, but it's honest. Like, he's a boring winner, man. He dominates. When he decides to go out there and lead these races, he takes care of business.
Hello, General 4. Hi, buddy.
It's a few more.
Hi, buddy.
Down through the S's.
How was your nap?
Huge lead. No mistakes. Nothing. Clean sailing in front of you. Nobody's been off the racetrack. Track is clean.
No pressure on Truex as he comes down the hill for one last time. Puts it through the turn here. Points it towards the start-finish line.
Is Martin Truex looking for his 33rd career victory.
And Martin Truex Jr. is your winner of the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma.
Martin Masters Sonoma. Martin Truex for Joe Gibbs Racing and Toyota gets his 2nd win of the season.
Oh yeah, brother. Oh yeah. I told you it was a line enough.
Truex got to feel well. Struggled so bad last year, and he's already got 2 wins this year.
Good job, guys. Thank you.
Give it up for the old guy, says Dennis Hyde.
Truex gets his 4th win at Sonoma in his 17th start here. Second only to Jeff Gordon on the all-time win list at this track.
Man, what a turnaround for Kyle Busch, Joey Logano. Buescher, solid day, another solid day. Big turnaround for Chase Elliott, capitalizing on that. Poor McDowell having a bad pit stop, but these guys, unbelievable. You called it. Called it, buddy.
Well, we called it because you took my credit later on in the broadcast, so that's good.
All right, so he's burning it down.
Much clearer towards the end.
What about it, Ross Chastain? Been a struggle the last couple weeks for him. Nice way to turn that around with the top 10 today.
Now, the one that you look at is Denny Hamlin. That's the one that today really unraveled out from underneath in a big way.
It was a great race as Chris.
Look at the smoke inside the car. That's so awesome.
All right, y'all, I'm not going to be on here long at all. I'm about out of here. Want to thank those of you that joined us. We stayed right around 50 the whole time.
Just became the oldest NASCAR Cup driver to win on a road course since 40.
No NASCAR next week, so we'll see what the plan is.
Here on the last lap in 2016.
Enjoy your naps, says Brandon. Have a good day, everybody. Want to say good night, Gracie. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the moderators. Hung out with us today. We'll see you in the next one. Valhalla Sports Talk is off the air. Bam.
Joe Gibbs down there, a big smile on his face. These Toyotas, they keep getting strong. You start thinking about us going off the air here, right? Hand it over to our